Just roll the dice, take the leap. Trust in your luck and you'll see.
There's magic and wonder if you just follow me. Unlock this door with your key. Imagination works best when
It's set free. Just roll the dice and trust in your strength and follow me. There's mysteries to solve
and secrets to find,
Yetis to fix
thunderous caves to be mined.
when you need to defend.
You'll be joined by new friends.
The adventure begins now. Who knows where it is?
Get out your pins, magic bends, bags, and flashlights.
Let's start tonight's story off right. It's a new world plus.
While we wait for a bus,
The adventure begins now. Just follow us. Just roll the dice and follow us.
Yay! Welcome everyone tonight to WDWNT The RPG. For those that don't know, RPG stands for role-playing game. Tonight we're going to be playing a game called Hunny Heist, which is a system created by Grant Howitt. Before we get into the rules of tonight, let's go ahead and introduce our cast. Playing tonight we have Tyler Mann, Eric Wolf,
hello!
Nicholas Cicero, Shannon, and making his WWNT Entertainment debut, our newish staffer. He's been here a little bit, but he hasn't been on live yet. Charlie. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey. Bears. Hi. I want to thank all of you for playing and for everyone who's watching at home. We're all been really, really excited for this while playing this. So let's go ahead and get into it. For those of you who haven't seen the trailer, we've played it on a couple of our channels so far, but if you haven't seen it, first off, everyone's playing a Disney bear tonight. That's why we are all dressed up somewhat, some form of bears.
Different levels.
Different levels of bears, but it's still bears. And we have bears in the background. I've got Winnie the Pooh. Duffy's hanging out in Nick's shot. It's just a very good time up in here. I'm going to be watching the chat throughout the night. If you guys have any questions for me, if you have any super chats, if you happen to be so nice to donate, I'm going to go ahead and write all of that down. And then once the game has finished, we're going to do like a little bit of a wrap up. And we can address all of that then and say thank you and answer questions. And then if these guys have questions for me, if I have questions for them, then we can talk about that then too. Does anyone have any other like housekeeping things they want to get out of the way before we get started with tonight's game? No? Okay. Well, then without further ado, let's play Winnie the Pooh's Hunny Heist!
Yeah!
All right. The story begins. Sitting inside Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe is where we're going to begin our adventure. We see a tiny yellow bear solemnly sitting at a table. He barely seems to notice that he's being serenaded by the Sun Eclipse, the greatest pianist in the galaxy. Instead, his tummy gives another large growl and he sighs. It's been a full day since this little bear has had any honey. Not ever since that big old bully, Br'er Bear, came into the money adventures of Winnie the Pooh and stole every last morsel of honey he could grab. This left our poor Winnie the Pooh hungry, and after trying and failing miserably to sneak into Splash Mountain, no choice but to call in his other bear friends that he could find on property to help him get that honey back. He figured that they would be sympathetic to his situation, and together maybe they could formulate a plan and, try and steal that honey back. He set the meeting place for Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe right after park closed. He tried to rally every bear he could on property, but due to recent budget cuts and layoffs, he was only able to get 4 others. Duffy, the Disney bear. He was the first to answer his call for help for Pooh Bear, but Pooh Bear was less than enthusiastic about this. You see, Duffy, while adorable and always eager to help, was a bit of a klutz and just not that great at heisting. Luckily, Humphrey, the current The next bear to join the crew was Humphrey, the current spokesbear for Disney's Wilderness Lodge. And he was, after his many years of watching people from his place on the totem, Humphrey was a slick bear that could talk his way through any sticky situation he found himself in, almost nearly as good as a person. The last two to join the team was Henry, the master of ceremonies over at Country Bear Jamboree. After a rough few years of rumors flying about that Henry might be out of a job in favor of a marionette show moving into his theater, his nerves were shot and he quit any side gigs, including heisting. But Winnie the Pooh was an old friend. They go way back, so Henry decided that this one time he would come out of retirement to help. This leaves our last bear, Teddy Bear. Originally, Tenny had declined any invitation because she didn't want to get her fur dirty. But she changed her mind when she realized Henry was going to be involved, you see. Teddy's a little sweet on Henry, and even though she has no experience in the heist nature, she decided she would give this her all and try and impress him. So, right now, we see Winnie watching Sunny Eclipse and Cosmic Rays, and his friends start to walk in. What would you like to do?
Should we, introduce ourselves to each other then?
You can introduce yourselves. You can go for it. You're in character now. The game is yours.
Okay. Right off the bat, a terrible Winnie the Pooh was, oh, smackerel of honey. Oh, everyone. I really can't. I watched so much Winnie the Pooh right before this, and
Winnie, you look real bad right now.
I'm so hungry, you have no idea. I got a big old rumbly in my tumbly, and it's been like this for days now.
I hear the cheeseburgers are really good, or the nuggets, or the chicken fingers. I don't know what they have now.
Already have them, honey.
We have tenders now. No more nuggets.
I've sucked all the honey garlic off of the chicken tenders. That's pretty much all I've been able to do. I can't eat anything else. I'm literally made of plush. What voice am I going for here?
Well, before we get started, everybody should come in for a big bear hug.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, nice and soft bear hugs.
Oh. Way to start an adventure with friends.
Oh. Well, Pooh Bear, I think that you previously have tried to get your honey back, but it didn't go so well. Do you want to maybe tell your friends about what happened and maybe the information that you learned?
Yes, so listen up, everyone. The only information that I learned was when I tried to do this myself, and one bear by himself, it does not a heist make. I tried to get over. I'm like, where is Br'er Bear normally located? Well, I guess Splash Mountain then. So I tried to get into Splash Mountain. However, it looked like Br'er Bear had recruited heffalumps for my ride to try and guard the place. I don't know why he needs guards for Honey, but they picked me up and they threw me right into that old Br'er patch. Thank goodness I'm plush and I can kind of float on top of water unless I get too wet. But yeah, I figured I would need some extra help if I was going to do this. And so all the honey, the only thing I know is that all the honey, all of it is being held at the very top of Splash Mountain, like the laughing place bit, the big tree top. That's right over there. So, ideas, I guess?
Well, I think that if you guys are going to perform a heist, we should probably figure out what everyone's role in the heist is going to be. But I would like to pause real quick while you guys know this game is played because I've explained it to you. The audience doesn't understand. So I'm going to take this moment and explain to them how the heck we play this game. So all of the players have character sheets for their specific characters that I created with the system that Glenn Howell made. Yep, just like that. The main thing for people at home to know is that every bear has two stats. He has a bear stat and he has a criminal stat, because these are heisting bears, so naturally criminal bears. They are actually, yes, like Tyler's pointing out, we can see them right above the characters, and in Nick and Shannon's case, right beneath them. So everyone starts out with a stat of 3 in each, 3 bear, 3 criminal. If you get to 6, then that's really bad. If you get to 6 in either stat block, you are out of the game. Bad. We don't want that. So this game is a D6 based game. Everyone, if you want to do something aggressive, climb, scare someone, I'm going to ask you to make a bear check. Anything else you want to do, hack, steal something, etc., is a criminal check. To make it, yes, we've got our dice. I got my dice. To make a check, you're going to roll a D6. To pass the check, you need to have rolled an equal or a number equal to or lower than the stat that you currently have. So if you have 4 as your bear stat, to pass a check, you need to roll lower than 4 or 4. As the game progresses, I'm going to tell you to move your stats around, and we're going to try and keep track of those above you guys so that those watching at home know the numbers as well. There are ways to move your points back and forth if you start to get a little too close to 6. If you have 5 in bear and you want to move the criminal, you can choose to have an in-game flashback and narrate a previous heist you helped plan create, which would be something that you would have to ad-lib and come up with on your own. If you're feeling a little too criminal, you can stop and snack on some honey, and then we're going to say for the sake of the game that all of the bears have come with a little smack roll for Winnie the Pooh just for tonight's adventure. All right, so now everyone is going to roll a d6 for me, and we're going to figure out what your role in the heist is. There are specific jobs, basically. So everyone roll, and we're going to see where you go. We're going to start with Winnie the Pooh. Tell me what you get.
I got a 2.
You got a 2. Winnie the Pooh, you're the brains of this operation.
Well, we're boned, I guess.
Yeah.
Charlie, what did you get?
I got a 1.
You're the muscle.
Clearly.
That sounds right.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Humphrey,
I mean, look at me. Come on.
I got a 3.
you're the face. So
Oh,
if you come across any people if you come across any people, I just froze, sorry. They're going to be looking to you to try and talk themselves out of the situation. Duffy, what did you get?
I got a 5.
You got a 5. You're our hacker bear. You can hack any system ever. And Shannon?
I also rolled a 2.
You can re-roll.
I rolled a 1.
You can re-roll. We're looking for different
rolled a
numbers
1
here.
again.
Keep rolling. We're looking for
Okay, I need to use a different dice because I've only
A
rolled
5
1
and a
and 2.
3.
I rolled a
5 and a
6.
3.
Three of dice.
No, you're getting all the
There
bad
you
rolls
go.
out of the way at the beginning. That's what.
Teddy
Roll low
Bear,
now.
you're going to be our ride operator.
Ooh.
Oh.
I know all the rides
You know all of the rides. All right.
from my swing
So-
experience.
We got our bears. We know how to play. I'm getting a message from Ben. That's concerning. Anyway. Oh. It's fine. Everything's fine. This is my first time DMing. It's good. I can figure this out. All right.
You got
Winnie the
this.
Pooh, we've got our bears, we've got our jobs. You guys know how to play. Off you go. Let's start heist and let's make a plan.
all right, team. I guess, does anyone have any suggestions of like where we can get what should we do? We are all bears.
Well, I think the
It
only
might
way to
look-
start a heist, if we're going to be heading over there, is to case the joint, know our ins and outs and how to do it.
Yes, let's do some
That
recon
sounds like a
work.
mighty fine idea.
Now, who's
We
the
also need
slippery
some
bear?
costumes.
Oh.
We'll need to find a place to get costumes then, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you guys want to
So-
leave Cosmic Rays and head out?
Well, I think let's get a plan first. Let's who is the slipperiest bear? Ride operator. Ride operator.
I can swim too.
You should go. Yeah, there's water at Splash Mountain. You should go case the joint, sneak into the water, maybe turn on the ride to shake them up, see what happens when you trip the alarm, where they all come out of, where they're hiding, if there's a break room that they're all in, that maybe we can
It's
just
real
close
easy
the
to
door.
shut down Splash Mountain. So
But as we all
Clearly
know, you
reads
can
that
just
right
throw
now.
a net over it and keep going. So it doesn't mean it's fully stopped. It just means it's broken and we're going to live with it. So
what time of day is it right now?
It is after park close. That is when he set the meeting for. So there are no park goers in the park, but that does not mean that security might not be an issue.
Ooh.
Do we think a bear can take out a human security guard?
Yeah.
I mean, we are all bears.
Done it
we
before.
could easily maul somebody if we needed to.
Yeah.
We can just do a
We needed
we can
to.
do a silent takedown.
if I've learned anything from Winnie the Pooh in the past few minutes, it's that we're all bears. So
Okay. Hang on. Let's think about this. What are the ways that we can get to the top of Splash Mountain other than riding it? Let's say we can't. I'm sorry, my voice. I'm trying to learn. I'm very losing the voice. Other than riding the attraction, what other ways might there be to get to the top part of Splash Mountain?
Mountain climbing.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
We can get some mountain climbing gear.
We could disguise
Expedition
ourselves
Everest.
as what do you mean by
Just
that?
go over to Expedition Everest and steal all the mountain climbing gear from the shop, like from the top, the display stuff. That's the only place I can think of where there would be any mountain climbing equipment.
is there none
True.
in Big Thunder Mountain?
I
That's
don't think
also
so.
a mountain. Well, I wouldn't.
Where
How
do
about
they find
Space
mountains?
Mountain?
That it's not
Well, I
literally
heard-
a mountain.
I heard there's a train that goes through the center of the
okay.
mountain. We could take that to get into the mountain.
Ooh. Could we disguise ourselves as like the maintenance team? Like if somebody were to cause the ride to fail and then they call the team in, we could be the team that goes in and be like, we're here, we're maintenance.
Wait, the what team? Do they have
Maintenance
those
team.
there? Do they have those? Don't know what you're speaking of.
It'll be surprising when we show up. That's true.
That's what Humphrey's for, to convince them that we're there on purpose.
I got you.
He's got all the charisma. We
All right,
do need to
well, why don't-
find costumes then.
So then why don't we divide and conquer?
Costumes.
Let's split into two teams. Teddy and Winnie, because you've been there before. You guys go case Splash Mountain. The rest of us will acquire costumes, mountain climbing costumes, maintenance costumes, all the costumes.
All the costumes.
Bring it
All
in.
of the costume.
Bring it in.
Can I be Mickey? I want to be Mickey.
Bears on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bears.
There.
Oh,
All right. So as
The
you
laugh
guys
from all the different places.
As you guys walk out of Cosmic Rays with your plan, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of tag team this a little bit. So we're going to start with Winnie the Pooh and Teddy Bear. As you guys make your way for Cosmic Rays, which way are you going to head to Splash Mountain? What would be your optimal path to get from Tomorrowland to Frontierland?
Oh gosh, I gotta bring up like a map right now.
Well, which way around the castle are we
It's not
gonna
a
go?
bad idea.
We could go through Fantasyland, or we could go.
If we want to avoid suspicion, we should probably go around the castle.
Which way?
Like if we go south towards the hub and then we make our way through Adventureland, because I'm assuming if you're on top of Splash Mountain, you could see all of like the rivers of America.
Yeah.
So if we were to come in from the side, they may not be able to see us.
That seems good. Let's do that.
Okay.
Go over
I
the
am
bridge
going to.
towards the castle.
Yeah. Why don't you both go ahead and roll for criminal for me?
Ooh.
This is going to be like a stealth check.
I rolled
So we
a
want
6.
3 and under.
3 and under. We've got a 6 so far, so that's a time.
I rolled a 5.
You rolled a 5. Okay. All right. Okay.
What is that?
Is that a map?
Is that your map?
Is this
Yeah.
Oh
Humphrey's
my god,
map?
thank you, Humphrey. That's so helpful. Look, here's a
You
map.
are here.
So, as Teddy and Winnie the Pooh have formulated their plan and they're walking through Adventureland and nearing Frontierland, so over by like where the old McDonald's fries used to be, Pecos Bills area,
Old
we'll say.
McDonald's had a
You hear and you feel the shaking of the ground. And you hear a
What?
And you look around and you see 2 heffalumps are coming towards you. What do you do? With that, we're going to pivot to our other 3 bears who have now tried. So where are you guys going to go and try and acquire your outfits of whatever form you're going for?
Well, Frontierland, obviously, right, guys?
Okay.
True.
We could also hit cast member costuming. That's.
Oh.
Where's that?
I imagine behind Tomorrowland, so right near where we already are. Does anybody actually know?
I do.
You
It's a
know.
bus ride away.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Florida's dumb.
It's over the train tracks behind.
We
the
have too
circus.
much property.
Wow.
You would know you're on a hotel post most of your life.
Okay. Well, never mind then. That rules that out. Do you think they let bears on buses? Then let's go over to let's go to Frontierland by way of Adventureland. Oh, let's go to the Jungle Cruise.
Adventureland.
Go through Adventureland. Go to the Jungle Cruise. You know the skippers have stolen things from all over the park and hidden them in the rafters of the boathouse.
That's
Let's go there.
true.
Let's check out everything that they've stolen from everywhere else in the park.
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Henry.
Why don't you guys all 3 roll for me? Roll for bear or roll for criminal. Roll for criminal.
I got a 1.
Okay.
Got a 6.
Got a
boy.
6.
Oh,
Cool.
Oh boy. So as you guys make your way over towards the Jungle Cruise and you kind of start looking through the rafters, all of a sudden you see or you hear, hey, are those a bunch of bears? And it looks to be a maintenance guard. And he is walking towards you. What do you do?
I'd like to grab the nearest like ceramic vessel or some sort of cool jungle theming and just wing it at his head as hard as I possibly can. What do I roll for that?
Roll for bear. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I got a 2.
And also because you are the muscle, so okay, well 2. You can try and go for 1. You would have had advantage on that. So it's just
All right,
remember
let me try for
when
1.
it's like yeah.
No, second one was a 4, so 2.
Okay. Well, you just lob this right at this guy's head. It doesn't knock him out, but it definitely takes him by surprise. And he pulls out his radio and he goes, "We got bears breaking into the Jungle Cruise. Send all of the security officers." As that's happening, let's go to our Heffalump encounter over with Winnie the Pooh and Teddy. Heffalump's walking towards you. What are you doing?
Pooh Bear, you know way more about them. What do we do?
They love this voice. Why did you do this to me, Elisa? If I know one thing about Heffalumps, they love bouncing and dancing and singing their song. Maybe if we do that, it'll make them think we're one of them?
Yeah. And we're brightly colored. And they're brightly colored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pink.
I look like an elephant.
Roll for bear?
I'm going to use my boa as a trunk.
Roll for Heffalump.
Yeah, roll for Heffalump. Roll for bear.
Roll for furry.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. So, Pooh Bear, they look at you and they're like, oh, this clown, he's a part of us. We know this guy. You, on the other hand, Teddy, they zero in on you, both of them, and they are getting dangerously close, and one of them is about to lash out at you with his trunk.
Can I... Do you have something you want to do?
I don't have an idea. If you have an idea.
Can I just bounce onto that Heffalump to knock him out of the way?
Roll for bear.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. 4.
As you bounce into him, his attention snaps to you, and they have now both decided to pick. It's now a 1 versus 1 battle. They are coming for you aggressively. And also, I'm going to say that you're going to move a point over to Bear, so now you are going to be 4-3 or 4-2. Winnie the Pooh.
Me?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Fantastic.
So we
Thank you, Ben, for
are
updating that. You are outside potato spills, yeah.
I do need to open a map.
All right, as you guys do that, we're going to go towards our security officers, who has now just radioed in for all of the park security after Henry has now just whipped something at one of these poor officers. What are you guys going to do? He's in the radio. You can already hear the footfalls of the other ones coming towards you. You are probably going to be trapped very quickly if you don't make a move.
I'm going to act like a totem pole.
I'm going to double down, and I'll also act like a totem pole.
I have experience on the seas, so I might want to commandeer a Jungle Cruise boat for us and take us away.
All right, so as Duffy is going over to try and find a Jungle Cruise boat to steal, I'm going to have both Henry and Humphrey roll for bear. Roll for bear.
Roll for bear.
1. I've never rolled this good in my life. These are the best dice I've ever had.
Henry, they totally believe it. They're like, oh, this is a weird plush that got out of Country Bears. Why is this here? We need to move this later. This is really dumb. However, Humphrey, hey, don't you belong at the Wilderness Lodge? What are you doing here?
Huh?
No, we see you're just sitting here like a pole. We understand. Guys? Like, what are you? Well, right now it's 1. There's at least 3 more coming towards you. You're standing like a pole. What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here.
Sorry. I was looking for Storybook Circus. You know, I'm in the poster. I'm in the poster. I was just looking for my poster. My mom wants to see it. I just want to take a photo.
Call animal control. Humphrey's come to life and he's right in front of you.
No. What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
I'm an animatronic.
Roll for bear. Oh, wait, roll for criminal.
A 5.
You are not an animatronic. You are a real bear. And he comes up to you and he's going to try and grab you. And I'm going to roll for him. He successfully grabs you. and he has his arms around you. Next to you is Henry, just standing still. They think that they just need to move him back to his attraction that he's left. Duffy, what are you doing? You're trying to find a boat?
Well,
there is one.
I thought they'd follow me. I thought I'd hijack a boat and we'd get away.
There is a boat at the end of the dock just sitting there that is, empty. But your two friends, there is one very much in trouble and one in a bad spot. What would you like to do?
Well, maybe the security guard that's about to attack Humphrey just needs a big warm hug, and then he'll forget about attacking. Maybe
Go
he's
ahead
just had
and
a bad
roll.
day.
Go ahead and roll 2d6s because this is tied to your backstory of being a cute and adorable bear, and we're gonna take the lowest number, and we're gonna roll for bear.
That's 3 and a 5, so 3 is the lower.
Three works. He looks down. He goes to put his arms around Humphrey, but as he sees this adorable Duffy bear walk up to him, his heart just melts, and he's just like, he looks at the other security guards who are coming. He's like, guys, I love Duffy. He's like, and you know what? I don't know why he's here, but it's been really hard for me to find a plush one of these in the parks. And he kind of looks around, and he looks down at you, and he's like, I think I'm going to bring this back and put it in my locker. And he picks you up, and he hugs you really hard, and he starts to walk away from Henry and from Humphrey, and he's going to bring you back to his locker. To my heffalumps. To my heffalump encounter.
I think I'm going to sing them a lullaby and try to put them to sleep.
Go ahead and roll for criminal. Or bear. Why not bear? This makes no sense.
That's part of my bearness.
It is.
I rolled a 4.
It didn't work. No, they are still coming for you. Aggressively about to start taking damage soon. Yeah.
Can I
Winnie?
just make myself big and give the biggest roar I can to frighten them away?
So you don't want to increase yourself in size. You just want to make yourself intimidating.
Just like I'm doing my stoutness exercises. I get on my tippy toes and put my arms up.
Roll for bear with advantage.
Oh God. Okay, please, dice. I hate you. 6.
So right now,
you get 2.
Winnie the Pooh is doing his exercises while I'm being like, cat the lumps and woozles.
Winnie the Pooh, roll again. You had advantage.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought I had 1 chance. I swear if it lands on 6 again. 3, thank goodness.
This heffalump gets frightened. He looks at you with the biggest eyes, and he turns tail and he runs. He's still going to be in the area, but for the moment you have scared him. You just have the one heffalump now to deal with that teddy bear has not yet charmed.
Yeah, okay. Seeing Winnie the Pooh successfully scare that heffalump off, I'm going to try to be scary.
Okay, roll for bear. Oh, and also, Winnie, you're going to take another point in bear, as you have successfully. So you're going to be at 5.
I rolled a 3.
You rolled a 3. Okay. Through all of the lullaby charms, they weren't really feeling it. But then after, this heffalump seeing what Winnie the Pooh just did and then seeing you become aggressive, he also turns tail and runs away to join his other heffalump friend. Like I said, they're both still in the area, but for now, you are in the clear. Take a point into bear, please. And we're going to go ahead and pivot back to our Jungle Cruise companions here. Duffy's being carried away. Henry and Humphrey are safe for the moment, and there are security officers all in the area. They haven't, so Duffy isn't very far from you. He's probably only a couple of feet, but your friend is being taken away.
Okay.
This might be a good thing. If we can figure out where the lockers are.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
If we can figure out where the lockers are. Duffy needs to grab the guy's walkie-talkie.
He can't hear you super well, so you're gonna have to find a way to communicate this with him, whether you follow along with him and try and but he can't hear you right now. You guys are definitely he is being carried away actively. You guys are standing here, so
Can I tippy-toe closer?
you can tippy-toe closer. Roll for bear.
2.
Okay, so as you tippy-toe closer, Duffy is being carried away, but you get in within shouting distance. The security officers are going to hear you, but through all of the bear speak, they're probably not going to super understand what you're saying, but Duffy definitely will if you want to try and shout a message to him right now.
Grab the walkie!
The security officers heard nothing of that. All Duffy heard was get the walkie. The humans have no clue. They think that something just roared at them. They're looking around eventually and they're like, what was that? Why is tonight so weird? What is going on? We've got Winnie the Pooh under, for maintenance. We've got bears all over the place. I just don't understand. So Duffy, what would you like to do after hearing this?
I'm going to try to take the walkie.
Roll for criminal.
3.
You successfully get the walkie. The security officer holding you just keeps looking down at your eyes, and it's very much like a love at first sight thing. So he does not feel at all when you pickpocket him and take this walkie-talkie off. Go ahead and take a point into criminal, if you will. And then we're going to go over to our 2 bears outside Splash Mountain. The vicinity around Frontierland, outside Pecos Bills, you can see Splash Mountain. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything at the moment. What would you like to do?
We should hide,
Pooh
right?
Bear, take some honey. You look like you need some honey. I got a little bit here.
Okay, I'll have a little smack roll of honey, whatever can get me back.
I know
in my
it's not your regular
criminal
kind.
self.
It's a bit more artisanal, but
Yeah, it's like no name. Oh no, it's a better honey. Okay.
Okay, you can move 1 point back.
Okay.
and
It
then,
did
yeah,
take
we
a
should
second or
hide.
two for that to happen. But yeah, okay.
Can we
so where would you
dive
like to
into
hide?
the bushes?
Are there bushes?
Yeah.
Just
in that area?
let's just dive in the bushes,
Or
right
should
on
we
the
just
corner
go
of our
into
splashes.
Pecosville?
There's what's it called? There's that wooden roofed area. Could we climb on top of that?
That you
Do you know
just
what I
described
mean?
all of Frontierland.
It's like beams, like when a guy is like, I'm gonna climb onto the girl's window to try and romance her. He
Like a
climbs
trellis?
like a
At
trellis. Yeah,
Pecosville.
there is.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Let's
right at
go.
it.
Yes, let's go up on Pecosville.
Let's
Okay,
get
both of
to
you roll
higher
for bear.
ground.
Roll for bear.
Roll for. Okay. I rolled a 2.
3.
Okay, you both successfully climb up, and you've got a pretty good vantage point where obviously you can't see into the top of the Laughing Place or the Lift Hill of Splash Mountain, but you can kind of overall see Frontierland. You don't see the Hufflums for the moment. You don't know where they went, but you definitely scared them off. You don't see them anywhere near. You also don't see any security guards or hear anything. There was a little bit of commotion during your fight with the Hufflums that you heard coming from Adventureland that you're not sure what was going on about. But for now, the vicinity does seem clear.
Just a note, Tyler needs another criminal point on top of his little icon.
So we did do that
because he ate.
Yeah.
So that
He
would have
ate his
put you a
honey.
point into bear. So eating honey makes you more bear. Doing a criminal flashback makes you more criminal.
Oh.
So if you would like
Oh.
to discuss
I did
something
it
with
wrong.
Teddy while if you would like to discuss something with Teddy while you're on this roof, maybe about a past experience that you've had about heisting, now would be the time.
One time I stole Eeyore's tail. Oh wait, you're down there. One time I stole Eeyore's tail.
Well, why did
I
you
had
do
to-
that?
Spite.
We're learning so much about Winnie the Pooh tonight. Now we can over.
He fell asleep outside the door of my house once, and I couldn't get out for like a day. And I really wanted some honey, so when he finally left, I was like, you know what? Time to make him feel what it's like to have something taken away from him. So I had to sneak in and steal his tail. I hired Brad Pitt to help me out. He was a super nice guy. And actually, no, cut that. It wasn't Brad Pitt. It was this young boy with spiky brown hair and big red shorts. And he helped me steal Eeyore's tail. And I kept it in one of my honey pots for like a week and a half. Eeyore didn't seem to care, but it was a small victory. Oh. I gave it back to him.
Yeah, that sounds
in
nice.
Like a manila envelope. I mailed it back to him so he wouldn't know it was me.
That sounds like a pretty successful heist. Did you learn anything from that could be useful right now?
Sometimes you just gotta steal stuff from people to teach them a lesson. I don't know if that works in all walks of life, but let's just go with that.
Do you think Br'er Bear was trying to teach you a lesson by stealing all your honey?
I don't think I did anything to him. I'll ponder that and just think, because like I barely leave this place.
Well,
I'm usually bolted to the set pieces.
While you are thinking, Ben, we can go ahead and give him an extra point into criminal now. There we go. Thank you. Let's go ahead. So Duffy has been carried away. Your two friends are semi-trailing behind you, and you have a walkie-talkie. Take it from there.
So where are we right now as we're being led away?
Yes. So Duffy is probably a good 20 or so feet in front of you. You're by the exit of the Jungle Cruise, or the entrance exit of Jungle Cruise, and then you would be heading, Duffy's being carried backstage to where the lockers are for cast members. You guys are trailing behind him.
Okay. And did we find anything in the boathouse that would help us at all?
You didn't have time to grab anything.
There. Okay.
Yep, the security officers, they ruined that plan.
Okay. Duffy now has a walkie-talkie. Let's go back to the boathouse and continue looking around. We can call him later.
Do we need a walkie-talkie?
We'll deal with that when we get there. But right now, we need costumes, right? And climbing equipment, mountain climbing equiment. So let's look around the house or the boathouse.
Okay. Let's both of you go ahead and make a roll for criminal. And then
3.
The boathouse, we gotta go all the way to Disney Springs. I got a 5.
No, that's the butt house. Yeah. Humphrey, you don't really find anything that's of use. You find a couple of trinkets. There's like this old talking fish that's like really interesting to you. And it's just like it has captured your attention. Yeah, you're just playing with this.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Henry, you have found a couple of things that would help you. You were looking for what specifically were you looking for? Let's start there.
I found a fish.
Any climbing stuff?
Okay.
That we need. So like ropes would be good.
Okay.
If I can take the toy gun off of the Jungle Cruise boat, I want that.
Okay.
And
pickaxe.
Yeah, pickaxe. Maybe like a bell or some sort of noisemaker, like beans in a can or something.
Okay. So you definitely find a climbing hook and rope.
Do we find a walkie-talkie?
You have not found a walkie-talkie. So climbing hook and rope.
I found a fish.
And then the gun from the Jungle Cruise boat is easily that's being unguarded. You can pop that, grab that too. No walkie-talkie, and then no noisemaker of any form.
Okay.
But rope
That's good enough.
and hook and gun. Yes.
Okay.
Duffy, we'll swing to you.
Yeah.
You have been carried away. Your friends have left you. You don't know why they didn't follow, but you have a walkie-talkie. And you are now being led backstage. You are just being cuddled by the security officer. The other two have left, and they are now back on patrol going around the park. But this guy is going to lead you backstage and to where the cast lockers are. So as you're walking down to the utilidors, are you going to try and do anything, or do you just want to hang on for the ride?
I want to hang on. I want to infiltrate this guy's lair. So I'm gonna let him bring me down into the lockers where I have a good shot at finding some kind of costumes for us.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hope
So
my
as-
friends do their job and are able to communicate with me.
Okay.
Found a fish.
So as you're walking, yes, Humphrey, good bear. As you're being led down into the utilidors, you do pass by a security office, and there are a couple of security officers. You have been down here before, like you've seen this area, and there are a few more people in front of the monitors than normal, which you think is a little strange. But you don't get much time to see what's going on in there. The security officer opens up his locker, and you do see that there's a bunch of like jackets and like extra work shirts in here. And he slams you in the locker, and you are now left alone in the dark.
Very good. Very good.
Okay. Okay.
Not a good place for
Winnie,
a Duffy.
not a good place for a Duffy. Winnie the Pooh and Teddy, you have overlooked Frontierland. You don't really see anything. We've learned some dark secrets about Winnie the Pooh. What would you like to do?
I guess we want to look at Splash Mountain and see entrances, exits, any patrols on Splash Mountain. Anything
Okay.
weird
Yes.
about Splash Mountain?
Can we like investigate? Like, can we spot hidden?
Yeah.
So if you want to go and you really can't see anything from here, you're gonna have to get closer to the mountain, unfortunately, because
Is the ride
right now
running?
the ride is not currently running.
That was
Are there
your
any
job.
lights?
There are lights on.
I mean, it's after hours.
Can-
It makes sense that it's not running.
We are right next to the parade route exit. Could we use that to sneak in backstage and maybe grab some security costumes?
Yeah.
Would you like to try
Okay.
and do that?
Then we can use that to get into the mountain without arousing suspicion.
Yes. And
Okay.
we're bears.
Okay.
So and your bears. Not
Let's do
suspicious
it.
at all. Okay, so you guys climb down from your trellis, your spot, and you get back on the ground. You don't see anything. The heffalumps are still gone from your sight. You can walk along to the parade route. You don't really see anything. You do hear
I have
from inside, like when you're next kind of parallel to Splash Mountain, you hear some noise going on of where the laughing place would be, but you can't really distinguish what that noise would be. It might have been a roar from a bear. You don't really know. As you go and make your way backstage, why don't you both roll for criminal?
Uh-oh.
I rolled a 4.
Come on. I rolled a 3.
Okay. So
Not
as
going
you're
well.
getting back, it's okay. As you're walking backstage, no one catches you, but you do see some security guards start to come towards you. It looks like they were coming by way of Adventureland, and you can kind of overhear a little bit of what they're saying, and they're like, yeah, man, it's really weird that dude just took that Duffy bear. I don't know why he did that. Like, we're supposed to be working right now. And he's like, yeah, bro, I don't know. That was really weird too. let's go check out the rest of our loop. Okay. And they start to make their way towards Frontierland and kind of around Splash Mountain, and they go out of sight.
What do you think Duffy is doing?
I don't know.
I mean, should we
Are we
go
sure
after...
that he took our Duffy? And there are no other Duffys?
That's true. We don't know that. There are 2 guards, though, and there are 2 of us, and we do have 4 points for bear stats. Silent takedown?
Sure.
Okay, let's do
We
that.
just were real scary at those heffalumps, so...
Yeah! Humans should be no problem.
All right, so you guys exit, or you kind of walk back out of the parade route, and you start to tail after these 2 security officers. They don't hear you come up behind them. I have no words. What would you like to do to these 2 innocent human beings?
I think we want to like knock them out at the same time from behind. Maybe just
should we just like put our paws over their mouths and just
Suffocate
go
them?
to sleep?
Yeah, with the boa.
is there
Just temporarily.
I want.
I like
maybe
how
we
dark
should,
this is
tie them
getting.
up, but I don't want to. I think we should like tie them up somewhere, but I don't want to lose my boa. Otherwise, I would say we should do that. So
I literally have nothing on me. I am just wearing this shirt and no pants.
And they call you the brains of the operation. Is there somewhere we could lock them up after we grab them?
The pirate thing where you get the maps, that's
a building.
That's right near us, and that should be empty during the night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that.
We
can put something heavy in front of the door.
Yes. I'm sure there's like a barrel prop or something. We will not suffocate them. We'll just take them by surprise and then
drag
push them
over
in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we gotta take their uniforms before we trap them.
Yes, we do have to take all their clothes off first and then wear them ourselves.
We don't need their underwear.
No, well, of course, we'll leave their underwear.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're wearing an undershirt as well. We'll just take the outer layers, yeah.
All right, so
this will work.
Roll for Bear. Winnie the Pooh, you get advantage because you're the brains of the operation, and he did have a help in planning this.
I rolled a 6.
Oh no. 4. 3. Rock on!
So Winnie the Pooh runs up behind his security officer, and how would you like to incapacitate this poor human being?
I've got a big belly. Could I just completely cover his face? I guess. Maybe I am going to suffocate him.
So as you're doing that, the security officer that Teddy was supposed to be handling didn't see her, so she tried to get a swipe in, couldn't quite quit it because he sees Winnie the Pooh start to attack his friend security officer, and he goes, "Dude, watch out!" So Winnie the Pooh, you get your guy down, but the other security officer has now pulled out his taser and is now looking at both of you. You have your guy to the ground, Winnie, and Teddy, what are you doing?
Wait.
I would...
Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, can I lasso his taser with my boa?
You can certainly try. Roll for Bear.
Is that Bear?
Roll for criminal. Sure.
No! I rolled for Bear!
I rolled a 1.
You fancy little bear on your first heist ever, really trying to impress all of these boys, unfurl that boa around your neck, and you lasso the security officer to the ground. He doesn't get to make a peep. So now you both have your security officers on the ground. They have been knocked out, but they are not dead.
Well, good.
That was a close one.
Both of you take
Pirate
stats
Shack.
into bear.
Okay, now we take the security.
Yeah, get him in the shack, and then we'll get their shirts. And yeah.
Okay, so you'll drag the bodies into the shack. Go ahead and roll for criminal, because you are stealing these items and you are bears. I'd also like to know how you're going to manipulate your bear claws into these uniforms and pull them off nicely. Does anyone?
I would just like to say I'm an expert on getting dressed. I love fashion.
Yes.
And he's wearing a shirt. He has to put that on somehow. So
Yeah.
You are very good at getting dressed. You are the prettiest bear of all of these bears. Okay. Both of you roll for criminal.
I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you do manage to get these off. They are heavily torn, despite how good you think that you are getting dressed. You are a bear trying to manipulate tiny human-sized buttons. So you get the pants on.
It's a fashion statement.
It's a fashion statement. The pants, they like split trying to go up your body. Winnie the Pooh, you're like putting a shirt on, but like it's just like scratched, all like a werewolf kind of got onto it. So it's not great, and someone's definitely going to question you why your clothes are all torn, but you do have clothes at the end of the day. The security officers, they're quietly sleeping in the corner of the room.
And we have walkie-talkies.
They're just sleeping. Yes, we do.
Man, it would be real cool if like our friends had walkie-talkies and we could talk to them this way. But if we get split up.
Duffy, you are sitting in the locker all by yourself in the darkness. You don't know where any of your friends are, but you do have a little bit of light coming in through the locker where you can see like that, there are clothes and stuff near you if you would like to, try and change into something, or maybe grab some extra clothes and kind of hold them. That way when your friends, say that they're ready, you can spring out of the locker, they can spring you out, you're ready to flee.
Well, first of all, I think it's weird how many bear plush are in this locker with me. It's kind of crowded in here. Is the locker locked? Like, would I be able to get out?
Locked. As you are a hacker. Well, okay, so I'll put it this way: the locker is locked, but you are a hacker bear, so you could probably hack your way out of this locker.
Well, I'm interested in getting into that security room because I am good at hacking, and I wouldn't mind hacking those security feeds. So, but I want I want to see if maybe I could find an opportunity for the coast to be clear. Can I use the walkie-talkie to hear what the security people are saying? Can I hear their conversations?
It has been going off, on and off while you're holding it, and you do hear kind of radio chatter of the other, security people throughout the park. You do hear, it kind of sounds like it might be a voice in the room next to you with the security feeds, that he's calling out for John and Mark, and he just kept calling for them, but no one's responding, and it kind of sounds like they might be getting concerned as to why there has been some silence on John and Mark's end. You don't know what happened there, but you just keep hearing them ask and nothing. Right. I wonder what could have happened to either of those human beings. Very strange indeed.
Very
I don't know.
strange.
Well, I'd like to I'd like to first get out of the locker. I think that's going to be my first step. So
okay.
Let me try breaking out of this locker.
Roll for criminal with advantage. We'll take the lower number.
3 and 6, so 3.
You spring yourself free of this locker. You are the hacker bear of all bears. These bears might underestimate you because of how cute you are, but when it comes to hacking, man, you are the bear they call. As you spring free, you can look inside the locker if you want. There's no one in the hallway with the other lockers, so the coast is clear for the moment.
All right, yeah, I'd like to look in the lockers. I'd like to see if there are any, what kind of costumes or uniforms might be in this room.
Okay, so there are some extra maintenance shirts laying around, a couple of maintenance pants, maybe a name tag. Nothing that would help you climb Splash Mountain, but definitely if you wanted to impersonate a maintenance person, these clothes might be a little big on you, but they would probably fit your friends. You are a tiny Duffy bear after all. This would be like down to your feet. So
all right, well, yeah, I'll grab some of those just in case we need those. I also want to listen on the radio just in case. Like, I want to see if maybe they leave that security room and I get an opportunity to get into that room. I want to find an opportunity to get into those cameras and help my friends.
Okay. As Duffy sits and listens, and as Teddy and Winnie the Pooh are off doing their side adventure, Humphrey and Henry, you have gotten your gun. You have gotten a climbing hook and some rope. What are you two off doing? You are now on your own side adventure. You're separated from your friends. Where are we heading?
So I think because you're stop talking to the fish. Eyes up.
Sorry,
Eyes up.
he was talking to me. He's a talking fish.
So since we have you being the charismatic actor bear, and we can use that to our advantage. So I think you should go in the middle of Adventureland near the pirates where that little archway thing is. You know, like where, like not the big archway, the little archway right next to it. Go right in there, go down to the end of the hallway. I'm going to hide behind a column. And when the security guard comes in after you, I'm going to use the butt of my gun and knock him out.
Okay.
Operation Distraction. What do you think?
Do you want me to talk to him? I can talk to him too.
Yes. What I want you to be as distracting as possible and pull him down that hallway and be enticing. So if you want to talk, if you want to do a little dance, you could work on your Type 5 stand-up material. Whatever you want to do, I'm leaving that up to you.
Okay, I got you.
So that's what we'd like to do.
Okay. The security officer, he's walking by you, Humphrey. So this is your moment, your shining moment. He's just.
I'm gonna pick up.
Not a care in the world.
Pick up some.
It's
some
weird.
trash on the floor.
John and Mark haven't answered this radio call. This is really weird. I wonder where they are. Oh, bear!
Hey!
Oh,
Look at me!
whoa!
Bear! Look at me!
Roll for criminal with advantage.
I got a 6.
With advantage, so you can roll again.
Oh yes.
Oh please.
1.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the coolest thing I've seen in my entire life.
Oh my God.
Where are
Take a
you
boomerang.
from,
Take
buddy?
a boomerang.
Where have you been, buddy? I've been missing this my whole life. This security officer is mesmerized by Humphrey's act. He thinks that this is the coolest thing he's ever seen. He is going to tell all of his friends about this magical night that he has had in the Magic Kingdom. Henry, he is properly distracted.
Okay, then I would like to use the butt of my gun and my muscle roll to beam him over the head.
Okay.
A 1.
Oh my gosh.
You beam this guy. You beam this guy. He Humphrey is just juggling. He is grinning. He is happy and smiling. And all of a sudden, bam, out cold. You have a security officer just lying in front of you.
Okay. I'd like to take his walkie, obviously.
Okay.
And anything else that he may have, like a key card or anything like that.
Okay, yeah. So he has a name tag. He has his walkie-talkie, obviously. And then the name tag looks like it's like kind of one of those where like you can like pull it off and it's like that.
Mhm.
And then it might be like an access card.
Okay. So then,
Yeah.
Humphrey, if you want to put the shirt on as best you can.
Sure.
And while he's
Put that on.
doing that, I'm going to go hide the body in the Pirates League.
Okay.
And I also want
okay.
to take one of the little mustaches, like one of the pirate mustaches. And you know what? I'm going to take a pocket full of them. Like I don't even, not any particular number, just enough mustaches to where I have enough mustaches.
Enough mustaches that if they fall off, you can just keep replacing them. Yes, absolutely. Why don't both of you roll for criminal? Oh, and also, Henry, you're going to take a point into Bear for, almost murdering a human being.
Is he gonna see our passed out security officers?
You rolled a 2, Humphrey?
I rolled
I
a
did.
6.
And you rolled a 6. Okay. Well, you get the mustaches. Humphrey, you get that shirt on. It's like it actually almost like kind of buttons up. Like you actually look pretty good because you're kind of skinny from being on a totem pole most of your life. So it's pretty lean, kind of the similar build of a human
Sure.
being.
Skinny.
Henry, you get your mustaches. You don't properly hide the body. Like, if someone were to walk by, they're gonna see feet sticking out. Like, it's not a very good job. Like, you're a bear. It's hard. He's
Like it was done
cumbersome.
by a bear. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a great job. But you can move on from that. He is out cold and as hidden as you're probably going to get it.
Okay.
So now what would you guys?
So now, well, first priority, 2 mustaches stat. Second priority, we need to call on the radio to Duffy, but like also kind of because they only hear grumblings of bears. Like, can I grumble as like statically as possible so they think it's radio static?
Yeah. So
Would they hear
the
me
way
if I
that-
talk?
The way that bear talk is like the humans, if you try to, they can understand you through like garble that it like would make sense to a human ear, but you can also just go full bear and then just be, able to communicate with your fellow bears. So it just depends on what you're trying to do in the situation.
I want to go full bear, but like when you're trying to get off the phone with someone where you're like, I go through, so it sounds like staticky, like I'm going through a tunnel and I can't talk to you, but in bear.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for bear.
4.
They are just like the people back at the security center. They're just like, no one's answering the stupid radios. All of the people are just dropped off the face of the earth. I don't understand what's going on. Now the radio's fritzing out. Oh, tonight sucks so much.
Okay. So then I get to talk to Duffy.
Do you have a message for Duffy? You may freely speak.
Come in, Agent Duffy.
Henry,
Duffy, you absolutely.
Henry,
Hey,
it's you.
where are you?
I'm in this room
Where
with
is he?
lockers.
Okay.
And there's a security station, a security room nearby with cameras and stuff.
Oh my God, Henry, is that you?
Oh, hey.
Henry!
We got walkie-talkies
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I'm alive.
Okay.
We're all on here.
Wait, I don't have a
Wait.
walkie. Tell him I got
Wow.
a fish. I got a fish.
All
Tell him,
right.
tell him.
Yo, does he have a
Get
fish?
away.
I dropped my voice.
What did Humphrey say?
I think we've almost all gone out of the voices. All right, so you're in a room, and there's a locker. Can you give me anything else? How far did you go? How do I get to you? Can you get out of the locker?
It smells like popcorn down here. Popcorn? Sweat.
Okay.
Human sweat.
Okay, so that could be
Yum.
at the Magic Kingdom. That's
Can I see if I can smell anything
Oh,
right
he's like,
now
where
that
in the
smells like
Magic
popcorn
Kingdom?
and sweat?
You
I also
can
smell
absolutely
turkey legs.
Thank
So
you for
everything that's
narrowing
been
it down.
describing, can I try to see if
go
I smell
ahead.
it?
Go ahead and roll for bear. Use your bear smell of sense. Sense of smell.
1.
That word. You absolutely know what he's talking about because of like all of you guys have been down to the maintenance tunnels just for, refurbs and like upkeep with the attractions and keeping you guys nice and clean. Duffy, you get shipped down there all the time when all of your other friends are coming in on shipments. So you know exactly where he is. If you could get to him easily if you wanted to make the journey there.
Okay.
Sweet.
Well, let's head there then. Stay put.
Guys.
Don't move. We're on the way.
But I could break
we
into
stay
the security
put,
room.
or
Everyone
Should
stay
we
put.
come? Should we not all just
No.
group up?
I have a fish.
Come down here.
Everyone stay exactly where you are.
okay.
Okay.
And Humphrey,
The
that goes for the
security
fish too.
room.
The fish has to stay
I
in
could tell
place.
them when the
He's an
sec-
important part of the plan.
If I could get into the security room, guys, I could tell you when the security guards are coming.
Ooh.
Oh, that's okay. We knocked them all out.
Okay, go, Duffy, go to the security room.
Mhm.
Everyone else stay where you are.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Okay, Duffy.
So
over and out.
I'm looking into the security room. Are there still people in the security room?
There are 3 people hovering over security monitors. They are very, very anxious. They don't see you come in because they're like looking at all these feeds all over the Magic Kingdom, and they just see like people are knocked out. People are like their bodies are splayed in the middle of Frontierland. They're being hidden. All over the place. They don't know what is going on. They're about to run out of this room. So they do not see you at all. They're getting ready to go. They're getting, suited up to take out the bears. They might even have bear repellent. I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness, bear repellents. Be careful, guys. I think they might have bear repellents. I'm seeing something that looks like bear repellent.
How specific?
Could be bug spray. I don't know. They could be glow wands.
Did you
I
say
don't
bear
know.
propellers? We could use propellers for something.
So,
As
guys, I
as
think. Oh,
no, go ahead, Duffy.
I think it looks like they're about to leave. Should I go in there and try to scare them away, or do you want to create a distraction maybe, and they'll come up and see what it is?
I think we need to get a little bit closer so that we can all be in one area again when things go down.
All right, I'll stay tight. I
Okay,
can't get
so-
in there till they leave that room.
As you say that, the security officers do pass you, and one of them looks down. He's like, "Stupid Duffy Bear," and he kind of kicks you out of the way. But he actually kicks you into the room, so it's actually kind of works out for you. And they leave, and you can look up at the monitors and have access to the keyboards and whatever it is that you would like to do. So
Cool.
currently on the
Right.
monitors, you do see one, because there are multiple monitors. One is just facing towards Fantasyland, doesn't matter. Another one towards Tomorrowland. They just need to have access to all the park. But the other 4 are all in like Frontierland focus, maybe a couple in Adventureland. You do see like one security officer is just like sticking out, like it looks like someone tried to hide him. His clothes are all torn.
Oh.
You don't know what happened. there's other focusing on Splash Mountain, but you don't really see anything, and you don't see any of your friends. You have no clue where they are.
Now, would I be able to hack into the system to be able to pull up any cameras I want from this location?
You absolutely would be able to roll for hacker with advantage.
Oh, 5. 2.
You somehow cracked the passcode, which was 2, 5, and 7. Yes, 7.
7.
Yeah, 7. They're really big News Tonight fans, actually. You even see that they've got like a WWNT mug. It's fantastic. They love WWNT. And you have access to all of the cameras in Magic Kingdom, so feel free to look around and poke around.
Guys, I did it. I hacked into the cameras.
Hi, Duffy. Can you hear me?
And hi,
You're on the television.
Wow, look at my outfit.
Yeah,
Doesn't it
too.
look good?
Look amazing as always, Teddy.
Can you see anything for Splash, like the queue line or like the load platform?
All right, let me punch up the Splash cameras.
Okay, so as you pull up the Splash cameras, you do see kind of what Teddy and Winnie had observed, that the lights for the attraction are on, but the ride isn't currently operating. The water is moving, though. If you pull up the one for the Laughing Place specifically, you see Br'er Bear is in heaven. He is surrounded by Winnie the Pooh's missing honey. And then if you look down into the queue line, there are 2 heffalumps who look kind of frightened and battered, a little weary about what's going on, but they are waiting kind of like as like guard posts almost in front of where so come with me on a journey of Splash Mountain 2. When you go into the cabin and you go up the stairs, kind of like where the Ziploc bags are, that everyone know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yes.
It's like after as you go outside into inside, that's where they're waiting. Because they can't fit inside because they're heffalumps. So at that nice in-between point.
Pooh, I got eyes on your honey.
Is it all there still? Whatever. Even any honey is good at this point.
There is a lot of honey up there.
so
It looks like
honey.
there's about 4 barrels of giant honey that was taken from Winnie the Pooh. Barrels.
How did we not do any bear puns yet until just now?
I'm not sure.
The chat has been doing bear puns all night.
Thank you, chat.
If there are heffalumps guarding the queue, we need to find a way to get to that load platform then. I feel like after that it might be safe sailing.
We can swim.
That's true.
You can swim.
Too. Okay, I can
Did
swim.
someone say sailing? Duffy loves to sail.
I have a fish.
Wait! Where are you right now, Humphrey?
I'm standing where Henry told me to stand.
Which is... Where?
He told us
We're in
not to
Adventureland.
move.
We're
Sorry. Henry, where is he?
we're in Adventureland.
I'm
Okay.
right here.
We're right near there.
We are... Where are we again? We are right outside. We're in that...
You're right around the corner.
We're at the pirate thing. Come
Yeah,
meet
you're
us
on
at
top of the
you're right
building, and
outside.
we're down there.
Come meet us outside the pirate thing.
Okay.
Henry, can I move?
Yes, you can move.
Oh,
And we all take 2 steps and we're right there.
we were like
had
on
no
either
clue.
side of like a wall. Like
We were on
Oh.
either side of the Pirates League building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, guys.
oh,
okay.
look at my
So we-
fish.
Well, it looks like
Oh
our
my
recon
God.
thing. Oh, that's a sweet fish, dude.
Guys, look, we're security now.
Yeah, look.
Look at
Get
my
out
new
of that
shirt. I
plane.
normally don't wear
Security.
shirts. I don't wear
It
shirts.
looks
but
nice.
This shirt
I don't wear
looks
So
pants.
the only
like,
one
we're
not
making everything work.
in a tattered costume is me, right?
Yes.
You gotta get
Okay.
yourself a costume, Henry.
Well, time to
Well-
knock out someone else.
Henry, you missed it. I did this cool lasso with my boa.
That's great. Good for you. All right.
Yeah.
So first order of business, mustaches all around. Second order of business, we now know, thanks to Humphrey's nose, where the security lockers are. And we've got eyes in the sky who can help us to know how to time the ins and outs. So why don't we and we have the key card, the badge key card thing. So why don't we go over there and see if we can't get Duffy and all the outfits and then get out of there. Sound good?
Get in there,
That's true.
right?
In the security office. We're going to infiltrate
Yeah.
the security office to break out our compatriot.
Yeah.
I think it's a great plan to come save Duffy.
Your support is noted. Thank you. So, does that sound like...
Henry, when did you become the brains?
I'm okay with this. I'm all right with this.
I feel
This
like
sounds
Winnie
great.
the Pooh and I have been on so many jobs together, we kind of know each other's ins and outs. He's speaking vicariously through me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
would you guys like to make your way down to the security office and try and rescue your friend Duffy the Disney Bear?
Yes.
I'm gonna need
Yeah.
stealth checks, criminal checks for everyone.
Oh.
Can I
criminal.
do a flashback first?
You may absolutely go ahead and turn to your family, your friend Bear.
Did I tell you guys about how Henry convinced me to come tonight? So
No.
I was up in my loft because I live above the Country Bear Jamboree. My swing. All the other bears, I don't know where they stay, but I'm in my loft. And Henry came up and he was smoking a cigarette. It was weird. And he was like, just when I thought I got out, they pulled me back in. And I was like, what are you talking about? And the raccoon was smoking a cigarette too. It was so weird.
He has a bad influence on me.
And he was like, oh, I'm going to Cosmic Rays to meet Winnie the Pooh. All his honey's been stolen. And I was like, oh my God, I have some honey right here. We should take it. And he was like, I didn't invite you. And I was like, oh my God, I've already got my best boa on. Let's go. And then we came and then I met all you guys. And then Humphrey found his fish.
I did. Found the fish.
Great times.
You're so funny.
You may go ahead and move a point back. That was fantastic. All right, now everyone, criminal checks for all of you. Except Duffy. Duffy doesn't need to.
I rolled a 6.
Me too.
Darn it. 4.
3.
Hey, can I tell a story?
You may tell a story.
Did I ever tell you guys? I never told you about the time I've previously tried to get into Splash Mountain, but this previous time I actually succeeded. It was a late night. We were all at we were all hanging out at Storybook Circus, and Pete was like, "Hey, you guys." See, I'm better at doing a Pete voice than I am a Pooh voice, which is weird because they're the same person's voice. Pete was like, "Hey, you guys want to make a quick buck tonight?" And I'm like, "Oh, can I buy honey with it?" And he's like, "Oh, Pooh Bear, you can make the most money." And he was like, why don't you go into Splash Mountain and go and steal me something special? And so I was like, no, I'll do anything for a pot of honey. I'm like a bear for hire over here. I don't remember what I took. Oh, no. I think I remember. Oh. I see now. Okay, sorry. I can't really remember how the rest of the story went, but it didn't end very well. Anyways, can we just focus on this? Can we just focus on what's happening now?
Wait a minute. I think you need to enlighten us. If we're going to be pulling this job for you, you got to be straight with us. What are we walking into?
I think this is hard to say.
Aren't we walking into a mountain?
I think I remember how Br'er Bear's tail went missing.
Oh.
Oh.
And I think he found out it was me.
Well, you guys missed it. Pooh is so good at stealing tails. He stole Eeyore's tail once, too. This makes sense.
But I didn't. I wasn't. I took the tail, but it was just like a haha. Go get his tail and bring it back to me. I thought Pete was gonna put it right back, but I guess it was missing for literally years from the attraction.
Oh.
He thinks I did it. Oh, that's why he took the honey tonight, isn't it? It's the only reason, right?
You did take it. So I guess he did.
No, but I thought it was just like a goof. A goof? I thought it was just like a gag or something. I thought it was more like, hey, prove you can steal this from me and I'll give you my will or something like that. I didn't think he was gonna keep it. Or at least hide it or something. I don't know. You know those murder mysteries? It's like, whoever can steal my will will get it or something. I don't know. I'm probably just making that up. That probably never happened. That's probably never happened in the history of people. There's got to be a
And
story
earlier
like that,
in the
right?
story, you did say you just were going to do anything for honey.
I
And
did.
that was it.
I totally forgot about that because I'm so unhinged right now. I just need some honey, you guys. I'm coming down. I'm crashing.
Maybe you
We're
should
gonna have to have a
more
real
criminal
talk. I've
acts
always
and then you'll
been
feel
on-
better.
We're going to have a real talk about substance abuse later. Teachable moments, everyone. Teachable moments.
Well,
Maybe we can use that to our
I'm-
advantage. Br'er Bear
I'm
clearly
really
wants.
nervous. I'm really nervous about my tail right now. Guys, we're keeping an eye on our own tails.
Honey, he needs scissors to cut off your tail. And he's not carrying anything. Have you looked at him? He's
Yeah,
just
I'm good.
wearing a shirt.
I'm just wearing a shirt.
oh,
No, he's wearing
I got
a
a
security
fish.
uniform now.
you may move a point back, Tyler. Absolutely. So you all failed your criminal checks last time I remembered, right? Only one passed, right? That's what
I
happened.
got a 3.
You got a 3. And your friends did not. Okay, so as you
No.
guys are walking towards the security office to go and rescue Duffy, your friend, because that is what's happening, right? After I've lost my mind now after that confession. You do see some security officers start to run out of the building, and they almost look in your direction, but luckily you guys do have enough time to kind of hide and duck and drop however you feel necessary, and they do continue past you. So you don't know where they're going, but it does look like the office and the coast is clear, so to speak.
Where are
And
they
you can head
going?
towards.
Duffy, where are those guys going?
They ran out of here in a hurry. I think they saw some other security guards that looked to be not in the best of condition. They were missing their clothes and they were lying on the floor.
Oh my god, I hope they're okay. I'd hate it if I was missing my clothes.
So the coast is clear to walk in.
The coast is clear, yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
let's
no
walk
one
That
here.
you see.
Oh my god, Duffy,
Okay.
hi. We were just talking.
The party has once again been reformed. You guys are all together again, and you are now currently standing in the security office with the
Hey,
cameras
everyone.
that Duffy can control.
Okay.
Take a look at all the bear plush in that guy's locker. That's weird, isn't it?
Should we take them
That's
with
so
us?
weird. He's like a big fan of you.
He is. He has a tippy and a cookie and a Stella Lou. Wow.
Man, the shipping on those must have been horrible.
Yeah.
We got them on eBay.
All right, so let's look through the lockers, I guess, then.
Was his name Al?
Yeah, I found some uniforms.
So for those, if you aren't uniformed, there are uniforms here. If your uniform is a little torn, you can also try and maybe put on one that wasn't on a human being and try and make
I would
yourself
like to
slightly more
try.
presentable. Yeah,
let's
you,
do that.
you go ahead. You don't even need to roll. You get out of your tattered clothes. You put on some nice fresh ones. Still a little bit trouble with the buttons, but you guys kind of all work together and get yourself in as much as you can. Way less tattered as you were before.
And are we all still
Guys,
wearing
look, I'm
mustaches?
Chris from Orlando.
I'm also Chris from Orlando.
Oh my god.
One's
look,
with a C, one's with a K.
You're Chris from Orlando.
Okay, the 5 Chris's from Orlando.
The 5 Chris
No
from
relation.
Orlando.
No relation.
One,
No
two,
relation.
three, Chris.
and all of you are in mustaches. Yes, that
Good.
happened as well. Yes.
Well, yeah, we want it to be believable.
Yes. Chris from Orlando actually does have a
course.
mustache. So
Yeah.
yes. Yep.
So, okay, where to?
All right.
You
well,
can go ahead
you
and look
have
through the
some
security
equipment.
cameras.
Yeah,
Yep.
you have some equipment. We all have costumes. So,
We
did
got
you
climbing
learn
equipment.
anything? Did you Pooh and Teddy? You were sent to case the.
We
mountain.
scared off some
What'd you find out?
heffalumps. There were some heffalumps. We scared them. The ride is not running right now, but that's pretty normal. There are lights
Yeah.
on inside. And that's it.
Yeah. So from these security cameras, you could see that we did find the room with all the honey. We have to get to the top of the mountain. There are
Where
some
are we right
heffalumps
now?
guarding the entrance.
You're in the utilidors in the security office.
Like, where is the rest of where is
There goes your mustache.
where
What?
where underneath are we currently? I'm asking this
You
the
would
most
be-
backwards way. What
No,
are we
you
directly
would be in your
underneath?
Frontierland. Frontierland, yeah.
Okay. If we
So it's
can't
probably-
get, if the
yeah.
queue is being blocked off by the 2 heffalumps, could we maybe go in through the exit of the attraction? Teddy, if you know ride operation, if we can get you to the load platform through the exit, can you get us on a boat into the laughing place?
Yeah.
But you also know how to swim. So if you were to go backwards through the attraction, could you swim up the waterfall to block off the other exit?
I don't think that's possible.
Don't think the DM is
Hey.
not going to allow physics to be broken. I will say that.
What happens
get
at
in
the
the
end of
water
Pirates of the
first.
Caribbean? That's
So-
how
I could get
pirates
naked
end.
water. All right.
Go down, you go up.
I'll put it this way: make me the argument, sell me on it, and we'll talk.
Well, will it help
I
at
could
all
get
to
in
take
the water
train into the mountain?
from the bridge. I could just jump into the ride and
Yeah.
swim up to the load platform. from where it comes outside. At the end.
So we could all just be on. We don't even need to get to the load platform. We could just get to the bridge and you can send us a boat. Yeah.
Remember, we're also good at climbing, and we have climbing gear.
Do have climbing gear. Maybe we should come in at different sides. Attack from multiple fronts.
That's what I'm saying. If some of us come through the regular ride path, and then the rest of us go up the waterfall section, climb, then there's no way of escape for Br'er Bear?
Right.
Well,
right.
What do we care if he escapes? We're not after Bear.
That's what I just realized.
Let him escape.
Oh, no, he needs to be punished.
No. I need to confront him. And prove that
That's it. You'll
take his tail again.
You'll distract him while we get the honey. Because we have to get the honey out too. We might need to load that onto a boat to get it out.
If me trying to appease him because of the previous experience with stealing his tail doesn't work, then at least we could still get the honey back. So I do need... I can confront him. Maybe if I give myself up to the Heffalumps, they will just take me directly to him?
Ooh.
They will, but then he might just throw you in the briar patch.
That is true.
I can go with you.
That would be fun.
Are you going to beat them up?
I kind of like that, though, because we could all come in while they're taking Pooh, and then they're not going to attack us.
While they're doing
on
what?
The cameras.
They're doing what?
Have I located Br'er Rabbit or Br'er Fox at all? Are they lurking
You don't
around?
seem to see Br'er Rabbit or Br'er Fox on the cameras. Up at the Laughing Place, it's just Br'er Bear. You don't know where the other two are.
Winnie the Pooh, when you broke in and stole his tail, did you happen to break that part where Br'er Rabbit hops by and it doesn't always work?
That was not me.
Okay. What about that goose that fell over?
Yeah, he owed me $5.
Later his head was turned around.
His head is indeed turned around.
She owed me $5, so I was just like...
Now are we sure that she didn't steal your honey?
She doesn't have a tail, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, actually, hang on a second. It's possible all the splash animals are getting back at me. It's possible I might be the true villain of this piece.
I think no matter how we get in, we do need to consider that no one on Splash Mountain's gonna like us.
Once we get to Splash Mountain, can I be a big crocodile that plays the trumpet?
Yes, I love that.
We'll take all of your fur off and we'll replace it with alligator skin. So you can finally be the scaly you always wanted to be.
Maybe I could just get like a pink dress and stay there and just be all cute and become the princess of Mardi Gras.
You can do it.
They've been thinking about that for years and years. It's always been there. That's what it was always supposed to be. Of course not thought up on the spot. That's it's been there forever. So that actually fits.
Are you okay, Lou?
There we go.
All right, so we ready to go to the mountain? We good?
Yeah.
Is Humphrey coming with me then?
To surrender
I'll go with you,
Br'er Bear.
Pooh.
Okay, Humphrey's going to come with me, and we're going to try and get past the Heffalumps. And then who's climbing the mountain?
I'm going to swim to the load platform.
I'll
like
climb the
climbing.
mountain.
I'm going to climb.
Yeah.
And there'll be like security at the load platform I can see on the ride. They
That's
have
true. There should be
screens
cameras
there.
there.
I can see.
You could be our eyes in the sky.
I'm always the eyes in the sky because I have a swing.
Oh. Fish went to go swim.
Oh no!
So
There's no water here. You gotta wait until we get over there.
So you guys
I'm gonna
have
put you down.
a plan in place, and
Mhm.
I think with that, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Let everyone get up, grab some water. I know I definitely need water. This is a lot of talking. I picked some of our favorite WDWNT commercials to play, so enjoy those, and we'll be right back.
Just roll the dice and follow.
New from Kenner! It's more cooking fun from Moff Gideon's Bakehouse. You've made Dark Trooper cookies and Grogu Metachlorian shakes, but now get ready to cook up some clones. It's the Easy Snoke Oven.
How does it work?
Just take some of Grogu's blood, then blend it with the special Emperor Palpatine is Dead contingency plan mix, slide the mixture into the Easy Snoke Oven, and set the dial to Operation Send. And out the other side comes a forgettable, ineffectual villain. That's right, kids. Cut it right in half.
Yum.
Don't worry, you can always make more. The Easy Snoke Oven, part of the Moff Gideon's Bakehouse line. From Kenner, it's fun.
Coming this summer to theaters. Maybe. If not, it'll be streaming on something.
Alright, you idiots, get in here!
Yes, Mr. Bothammer?
I need a new flesh creatures exhibit for my entirely animatronic staffed theme park, Robo Mountain. So get to Earth and steal me some animals!
But where on earth do we get these animals from? How about this place? Animal Kingdom Lodge.
When the animals of Animal Kingdom Lodge are kidnapped.
We animals challenge you, animatronics, to a game of basketball. If we lose, you can put us in your exhibit.
Well, yeah, but if we win, you have to leave Earth forever.
You giraffes and zebras don't even have hands! You've got 3 days to prepare!
What are we gonna do? We don't know how to play basketball. We're animals, for crying out loud.
We may not know, but all the NBA players staying at our hotel might.
Seasons moved to Disney World. Now we're traveling with the whole herd. Giraffes will jam, zebras will slay. Welcome to Safari Jam!
Now, the animals and the NBA players staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge Jumbo House will have to pull off the win of the century.
Bill Murray? What are you doing here?
I'm here to train you. Now let's get all you wild party animals to the NBA experience at Disney Springs.
Featuring the voices of the biggest stars in the Savannah. Josh Gad, Idina Menzel, Kristen Bell, Kristen Stewart, Kristen Wiig, Christina Aguilera, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Safari Jam. Running wild this summer on ESPN+.
All right.
Hey, you. Want to design some Disney theme park merchandise?
Jeepers, mister. Do I ever?
From the people that brought you Disney Parks Clue 2019 edition, here comes merchandise.
It's a game? Okay, how do we play?
It's simple. Just take the intellectual property die and the item die, roll them, and see what you get.
It's a small world. Keychain.
Whoa! Cute and semi-affordable. That's worth 12 Mom Blog points.
This keychain is $13?
Cupcake mini ears.
Extra sweet. You get the Instagram bonus and a pass holder event to manage those crowds.
Donut cookie?
Dessert that looks like other desserts? A Disney classic.
Why not just make a donut?
I got Muppets, Mug.
Sorry, amigo, it looks like you're headed to the outlets.
Anyone want a Muppets mug? Now only $3.99.
Nope, still nobody. Boy, did we ruin that IP or what?
It looks like I'll win on the next roll. Retro Epcot.
Sorry, pal. Looks like you just lost the whole game.
Seriously? Nobody wants Retro Epcot merchandise?
Have you seen the amount of 35th anniversary merchandise still available?
Can we just make less? Maybe that's the problem.
So, how do you win this game?
The influencers will tell you.
Those all-seeing oracles of Disney culture?
That's right. Get 5 influencer cards and then you can shut down an Etsy store. Shut down 3 Etsy stores and you win.
Yay, capitalism!
Merchandise from the makers of Pretty Pretty Dessert Party and Disney Springs' Just Mall Madness. Buy it today.
Just roll the dice and
We are back, and Humphrey is juggling. I'm gonna throw it to Nick real quick, and he's gonna do the ad spot because he knows how to do this. You've got this. Roll ahead and roll it, Ben.
This game is brought to you by The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical Disney vacation. Vacation planning is tough, but The Vacationeer makes it easy. And the best news is their services are free. So go ahead and visit WDWNT.travel for details. That's WDWNT.travel for all the details. And make your next trip magical with The Vacationeer.
Yay! I didn't have the ad copy, and I told Nick, you're going to have to do this on the fly. There we go. We got it. All right.
Is right. I do it better without the script.
I think you do. I think this is something we need to start implementing every Thursday.
I wish I didn't shove a pretzel into my mouth right before you asked me to read that, though.
Well, it's okay. I think it still worked. Bears like to eat. That was just you eating honey. All right. We're back. We've got a plan. So, Teddy, Bera, who are you going with? Let's get this going. Where are you guys going? What do you want to do?
I think I'm going on my own.
You're going on your own.
To jump off the bridge and swim up to the load platform. Also, I matched my mustache to my boa.
You did match your mustache to your boa. You are fanciest bear of all.
I know it's
the
hard to
bears.
see because my skin is so white, but
all right. So
We can
we can see it. All right, let's go ahead. You're gonna make your way over to Splash Mountain. Is anyone? You guys all have business with Splash Mountain. If you guys want to walk along with Teddy, and you guys can branch off as you meet your specific destinations.
Yeah, we need a trailer shot of all of us walking towards Splash Mountain in slow motion.
You've got slow motion, mustaches instead of glasses, and you're looking so cool and so tough. There's slow-mo, absolutely, particle effects everywhere. There's the shot. Thank you, Ben. Oh, I love it. All right, Teddy, go ahead and let's roll for Bear.
So I get advantage because I'm swimming, right?
Yes, you do.
I mean, I rolled a 3 either way, so
okay. You're good. You're going to hop in that water, and you are free to swim to your destination. It's very cold, and there's mechanical stuff underneath you that you got to kind of watch out for.
Oh my God, guys, it's dirty down here. So I want to swim to the load platform and then get up and go to the podium.
Okay. Easily done. Go ahead and roll for criminal. See if there's anyone hanging out.
A 6.
Well, the good thing there was no one up on the load platform now, isn't there? Because that would have been a problem.
I think every time I roll for criminal, I roll a 6.
It's really bad. You make it up to the load platform easy. There is no one around. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. Just the ride isn't operational, but you can control the ride from where you're at now. So,
And there's screens.
There are screens you can see. Yes. Okay. Winnie the Pooh and Humphrey, you guys want to go speak? I don't know what you guys are trying to do. Why don't you tell me? This plan is a little convoluted.
You're running right into the heffalumps.
Yeah,
yes,
that's why I'm like...
We're directly trying to approach the heffalumps and
so...
see if they will take us to Br'er Bear.
Okay,
or have
so
Br'er Bear come to us.
Yeah.
When you're walking up to Splash Mountain, right before, so like the heffalumps are a little bit further into the queue. So as you're entering the queue, all of a sudden you hear something kind of go.
What? Like, is there a snake?
What is it?
Florida snakes are dangerous.
Hey, over here.
What? I hear a noise behind me?
As you guys are looking around, you see a figure come out from behind a door, and it's actually Ben. And you guys know Ben because he's helped the other adventurers around the Magic Kingdom, and he's gonna help you guys out a little bit.
Guys, come on.
Oh, but Ben? What is Ben doing here?
Guys, I heard about what happened with your honey, and I think that's terrible. And I don't care what you did. Taking all of someone's food ain't right. No.
I mean, I stole a piece of his body at one point.
He got it back. And he's not gonna die without that tail. Like you're.
Tom Corliss put it back on him. I mean, why are you out here? Aren't you normally in like the shops or something?
Yeah, that's when I'm working. I'm off shift right now.
Oh yeah, I mean the whole place is closed, so
yeah,
that makes sense.
But that doesn't mean I can't help y'all out.
How are you gonna help us out?
Well, like I snuck back in the room and I got past the mayonnaise and I got a couple things for y'all. So first, I reach out and I hand you a couple items, and the first one is we got this honey pot here.
Ooh!
So
why is it pink?
So this is magical honey that they have back there.
It's strawberry.
I don't know what kind of honey it actually is, but it's definitely magic honey. So like it'll do at least something for you.
Okay. Is it like acid? Why is there like steam coming off of it?
It's the sweet aroma.
Okay, so
no, it's not that.
Alicia, do you want to go into a little more detail on what that is?
Yeah. So this is a small amount of magical honey in a pot. Ben isn't sure what kind of honey it is, but as your DM, I will tell you that in order to figure it out, you will roll a d20. Anything except a 7, which is a critical hit here at the WDWNT RPG, will make you guys feel extremely drunk. If you get a critical hit, you can enter a rage.
Okay, then.
Ben has another item for you.
I do. I found this twig, but it isn't a normal twig. I swear.
Oh.
Like watch what happens when I like try and whack the ground with this thing. It gets all huge.
Oh my! Whoa! How do you make it? How do you small the branch again?
You just whack it and it becomes small again. So you can hold it as a twig, you whack it, it becomes big, you whack it again, it's a small branch.
The twig's hitting Alicia right now in the back of the head.
I know, it's crazy. Twigs everywhere. So this is actually a branch off of a tree from Animal Kingdom that they found on the safari. And someone somewhere enchanted it. And Ben has one more item for you guys to help you.
It's a balloon.
Oh,
you know, but this is a little bit more than a normal balloon, I gotta say. If you want it to, this thing could probably like lift even one of the bigger ones y'all off the ground and let you fly around a little bit.
Okay then.
I've seen this balloon lift all sorts of things. Let me tell you.
All right.
And with that,
good.
But that's all I got. That's all I got. I can't do any more. I gotta run, or else like they're gonna wonder why I'm still in here this late. I gotta clock out. See you, folks.
Thank you so much,
bye,
Ben.
Thank you.
Who was that guy?
Magic honey.
Guys, were you just talking to Ben? I see someone in the bushes. That was so weird.
Magic stick.
Yeah, that was Ben. He gave us some pink magical honey that could make us go into a rage mode. A magic twig that inflates when you smack somebody with it, and a balloon, which is like a super balloon.
A magic balloon.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't like raging, but I like pink. So that's nice.
I mean, should we try and get you guys these things, or just like we'll figure this could be our escape plan when we get in? Maybe.
I think you guys should hold on to them.
Okay. All right.
I just wanted to use my walkie-talkie because it's
cool.
real.
Yeah, we still. Oh, that is. Yeah, I'm just on my phone. I have the walkie-talkie app.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you guys
I have
got
two.
your
I can talk to myself.
Henry and Duffy, what are you guys up to?
Scaling
we're gonna
the mountain.
climb a mountain.
That's right. You guys are gonna climb a mountain. All right. So let's get some bear checks going. Henry, you're gonna get advantage because you are the muscle. You would be strong enough to do this.
4.
Okay. And Duffy?
I'm gonna eat some honey because this is a bear thing, and I want to get a little more bear.
You may absolutely eat some honey. Go ahead and move a point into bear.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, here we go. 3.
You guys scale this mountain like you have done this before. You are expert climbers because you are bears, and you can go as high and as long as you want. You've got plenty of rope because no one else is using it except you two. So you are good on climbing.
I'd like to pull the rope back up so we still have some rope.
You may have the rope back, yes, after you reach the top.
Good call, Henry.
There you go.
All right, so
And
we
you
climbing
guys-
right to the top. I mean, we going right up there.
We're going in
think
the
so.
drop, right? Like inside Chickapin Hill?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you enter Chickapin Hill, it is kind of dark, but you hear a very angry Br'er Bear, and he is just screaming at the top of his lungs. It doesn't sound like he's talking to anyone, but he's just like, "They're in the mountain! They're in the mountain! I know that they're here! They're coming for the honey!"
Wow.
He doesn't see you guys, though,
Alright.
because it is dark. It's kind of shadowing
Good.
you guys.
He looks real
Yeah,
upset.
we're gonna stay hidden. We could still talk to everybody, right? So we can
You can still
communicate
talk,
with
yeah.
because we have the walkie-talkies.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna let Pooh and Humphrey and Teddy know we're in the mountain first of all. So we're in there. We have our eyes. Can we see Br'er Bear from where we are, or can we just hear him?
You can just hear him. You don't see him.
Just hear him. All right. So guys, we're in the mountain. We can hear Br'er Bear. He seems angry, and he knows we're here.
Oh.
That
not
sucks.
It does. Now,
Okay,
I lost track of Teddy. Is Teddy in front of the security cameras still?
She is
And
in front, so she's in Splash Mountain, but it's like where, like,
you're
you know,
in Splash.
they watch, yeah. The
I'm
cast
where they
members
can
see
be
what's
You're in
going
the
on.
Hey, please sit down. I can see you.
Yeah,
You're in the lowest
exactly.
platform.
And you can see
Yep,
me.
so you are all, whether you are in Splash Mountain or you are by the vicinity, you guys are all near around Splash.
No.
Yep.
We should have took that cool twig that got large.
Now I have an idea, but I don't want to pull it until everybody gets here as like a last alternative. because I find myself to be a pretty terrifying guy, a pretty terrifying bear, and Duffy is just painfully cute. No one would want to see any harm come to him. Now, if I were to threaten Br'er Bear with harm, not on Br'er Bear, but on Duffy with my Jungle Cruise gun,
what?
Of course, he wouldn't want. I'm not going to do it. I'm just saying, like, take a step back or the bear gets it, you know? Like, see if we can walk him out into a better vantage point. But I can't do that until somebody is there to help me attack, because that's not going to last very long. Like,
there are lots of animals in this mountain. I feel like you could take someone hostage he likes.
Henry,
the gun doesn't actually work, so...
I know you like violence, but in my travels with Mickey, if there is one thing I learned, is that you can make friends with the animals of the world on your travels. And I feel that the best route to succeed here is to make friends.
That's
but
true.
How much violence did Mickey really use? I mean, have you seen it from both sides? I don't feel like Mickey's a violent guy. This gets results.
He is not. We make friends, and we had great success.
I feel like I've made a lot of friends tonight.
Should we see what happens when I?
Someone needs to get there.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I've got this prepared. I'm ready. Just tell me when to throw it.
He's readying the action.
You still think you should get taken by the heffalumps even with these new items that you have? Maybe you should rethink it.
Wait, so we should be violent with the items we have?
Well, I don't know what that hippie honey is that you have, but the the balloon just floats you up. I mean, that's not violent.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm still gonna try and like I said, I'm gonna try and confront him. I'm not gonna try and beat him up or something, but I'll see if I can resolve things at least, and then we'll see from there.
All right.
Okay. So would you and Humphrey like to? Would you guys like to try and talk to the heffalumps or?
Yes.
Is there any water around us?
No, you guys are in the queue, so there is no water near you.
Not yet.
So you guys walk up to the heffalumps and they rear up. They're like not bears again, and they see their target, Winnie the Pooh, and they are not going to let you go this time.
Hold on a moment. Br'er Bear, I've come to bargain.
Right.
They kind of cock one ear, they look at you.
We got a musical song to sing. And we're going to sing it.
We are?
Was that the plan?
You are!
Sure. Let's sing a song that we've never rehearsed at the same time.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
We're
the
bears,
and we're gonna do the dance.
Yeah. And
they
we're gonna get honey.
One of these and talk to Br'er Bear.
They snatch you up in their trunks while you're doing jazz hands, and they're just like, we're not even gonna deal with this. And they start to bring you up and into the attraction, and they're going to bring you to Br'er Bear. Or at least you have the sense that they're bringing you to Br'er Bear.
Oh no! Stop! Help! Anyone!
This wasn't part of our plan. No, it was not.
We have Henry and Teddy in this
exactly
group.
what we wanted, dude.
Oh, okay.
Henry and Teddy in this group, and you're the ones who decide to sing.
So it's very accurate. So they decide not to take the ride itself. They don't take you. They don't put you guys in ride vehicles or anything. They kind of walk through like the emergency exits, like cast members would be able to. and you end up in the laughing place, but you are at it from a different angle than, you know, Henry and Duffy are in. So they would be at the mouth of Chickapin Hill, and you guys are coming into the laughing place from like the other portion of the ride. So you guys are kind of bookending the laughing place. And in the middle of the room, you see Br'er Bear standing there, and he looks very expectant that the Heffalumps are bringing you in. Like he knew that this was happening. He knew that he had caught you.
Is this the very bottom of the drop with like the very bottom of the lift hill leading up to the drop?
So you're not by like where like the crows are. You would be further earlier on in that room. You know what I mean?
Okay. And where is the
By
honey?
water.
The honey is you. As soon as you walk in, you get an enormous smell of honey. Your senses kind of go into overload, both of you. Winnie the Pooh, you get a little more unhinged because now you're with all of your honey that was taken from you. And you see that, yes, exactly.
Honey.
You
I
see
feel
that
a
there are
rumbly in my tumbly.
You see that there are 4 large barrels of honey, 2 on either side of Br'er Bear, and he is just like hand deep eating them. He is definitely taking some good chunks out of your honey, and he is here waiting for you guys. He knew you were coming. They let you out of their trunks, and you are now lying on the floor in front of Br'er Bear.
Br'er Bear? I know
Yes.
this is about me, and I've come to talk.
What do
He
you
just
have
wants
to
to
say?
his story.
I feel like you knew it
Who
was
are
me.
you?
Oh, I'm Humphrey.
What?
You don't know me?
Where'd him go? Look at him
Why
go.
are you apologizing to me, Winnie the Pooh?
Wait.
You stole my tail.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I stole your honey.
That is not the whole story. I thought.
Prove it.
Okay. Can I? Nope, I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
Let me tell you a tale of a big. What is Pete? Is he a cat? Of a big cat and the bear that he tricked into being foolish and stupid.
Pooh. Don't say
What?
tail.
Okay,
He told me that you would do
What?
this. Pete
because
said
he
that you
made
would
me
say-
do it.
He said you would say that. Pete's on my side.
Whoa!
No
What?
one's side.
Excuse me? Hang on a second. So Pete got me real into honey one night and then tricked me into going and steal your tail. Is this like a money plane situation where you were the person, the victim the whole time, but you knew that you were going to be the victim just so you can steal my honey? Was all of this just to steal honey from me? You're a bear. If you came by with, like, I want the honey,
get
I
it.
have some, I would... What? Wait, what? Even...
So look around.
I get it.
Look around. And he grabs you, Pooh Bear, and he whips you around and he says, "Look, I'm surrounded by water. There's no honey here. I've been going hungry for days. I called and I called and I asked for someone to bring me honey and no one did. So I stole yours because it was closest to me."
What? No one? Who did you call?
All of the bears. No one answered.
Wait, I'm
He's
sorry.
kidding me.
All of the bears? You called Humphrey?
All of them.
I didn't get a call. You didn't call me.
Well, did you check
Were
your
you calling my
voicemails and
mom's
your
number?
texts? Did you check your Slack messages?
No, I dropped my phone into the World Showcase Lagoon one time, and I couldn't get it back. Hang on,
Br'er Bear.
just because one of us didn't pick up the phone?
I stole
Br'er
your
Bear,
honey.
Br'er Bear, I've told you a million times. I'm at the Wilderness Lodge at Storybook Circus. Sometimes I'm in California. You never know. So, I didn't answer the phone.
Well, you know what? I took your
What?
honey, and I'm going to take your honey, and I'm going to take
Huh?
everyone else's honey, and I'm gonna shove you guys to the bottom of Chickapin Hill, and you're never gonna be heard from again, and I'm gonna have all of your honey.
Well, then you won't get.
Can I tell my fish to go swim and get everyone else?
Oh
He
yeah,
knocks
yeah.
the fish out of your hand.
Wait, did you say that aloud? No.
No, I meant to ask the person, Alicia.
Bearmaster Alicia.
Yes. Can you go swim?
You know what? Make a criminal check.
Yay!
This is now part of you.
Oh no, it's a 6.
You drop the fish into the water, and because it's electronic, you just watch as sparks just kind of come out and it just fries.
Oh. Can I do the "I was wrong" song?
What, Tyler? Sorry.
Can I do the "I was wrong" song?
You can try. Roll for bear.
Okay.
Look at his little mustache.
Roll with advantage because you're the brains.
I got 1.
Okay. So, would you like to start singing?
Okay. I'm Pooh and I wasn't wrong. I'm singing the Pooh's wrong song.
He looks at you and he brings out his big club and he brings it down to whack you on your head.
And
eat the honey.
To evade?
Can I just charge at him?
Go for it. Roll for bear.
Save him, Henry.
Teddy bear. Okay, so let me go ahead and pause real quick. Teddy, you see all this happening on the security cameras. Henry and Duffy, you don't particularly see it. If you walked a little bit further, you could, but you definitely hear your two friends in here are now getting into a fight with Br'er Bear.
I would like to turn on the ride, just so I just feel like that would mix things up.
Well, go ahead and roll for ride operator.
Then there's logs going by, so I get advantage with that because I am the ride operator. I rolled a 2 and a 6.
The ride starts effectively and efficiently. There's actually like no issues with any of the animatronics at the moment. Even the goose is facing the right way. It's like you have the
As it
magic
turns out,
touch.
there's a button right here that says "Make everything work."
It's really weird. It's like, you know, if they had just tried that so many years ago, but they didn't. So all of the logs are now flowing. The water is flowing. Everything starts singing and kind of creates a little bit of a creepy atmosphere. Also, there is now audio going on. And because of this, and because Teddy was able to throw him off with turning everything on, Br'er Bear is momentarily distracted.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on a log, Pooh.
You rolled a 2. What would you like to do to him, Humphrey? You're going to attack him?
I want to charge at him and tie the red balloon that we have.
Oh. Yes. Okay. You rolled the 2. Okay. You go up to him and you start to tie the balloon around. Is there a particular part of the body?
His tail.
No.
It lifts him up by his butt, and he is now dangling. But the way that the balloon works is that, and here is the specific text, it lifts you off of the ground and allows you to fly in a specific direction of your choosing, and allows you to safely land on the ground when you're ready to. So at the moment, Br'er Bear, as you put this on, he gains kind of this information into his brain. And he kind of knows how to control it. So he's just now hovering in air because he's like, I don't know where to fly right now. There seems to be a gang of bears. He's going to try and head for the lift hill and maybe escape. But right now he is currently hovering.
We just let him go Super Saiyan.
At the balloon and pop it.
What are you guys doing? Br'er Bear he's hanging in midair.
Henry, that's an
We need to
idea.
pop that balloon.
Pop the balloon. I want to get in one of these rafts. Wait until he's a little
Fall
higher.
might kill him.
Jesus.
Or should
Henry,
say...
I think you might be muted.
Oh, what?
Sorry.
There we go.
That's
No, you're good.
okay.
Who said that?
We're in the laughing place. He would only fall like 2 feet. Like he would just. We're still inside, right?
Could he fall into the water?
Yeah, but he can
But
use
if he
the balloon
follows
to
us
escape now.
up,
But like if he leaves, then the honey is unguarded and we win.
Oh yeah.
So
Start throwing honey into the rafts.
he needs to follow us up.
Okay, so
I'll put
if
the
we
honey
can
into
close
the
the
log flume to
distance,
get it out of the. That's good.
I say
If we
I
can
get in the
close the
log flume
distance-
and he can follow me.
we'll get there and we'll just start helping load the barrels into the logs while he's still focused on Winnie the Pooh.
Okay, so you guys, both of you, or anyone who's trying to get honey into the barrels, go ahead and roll for Bear. Henry, you're going to get advantage because you have muscle.
2.
Okay.
6.
Okay. Humphrey?
5.
1.
Okay. So Henry and Humphrey, you both each get 1 barrel of honey into a ride vehicle. It is a separate ride vehicle, so like you each are working on like your own that way because I don't think they would fit really. They're pretty big barrels. Winnie and Duffy, you guys start to try and lift one, and Br'er Bear's head snaps to you, and he starts to come down, and he is going to land in front of Winnie the Pooh, and he is going to try and take another swipe at you with his club.
Can I try and pull him into a bear hug?
You can certainly try. Roll for Bear.
You're pretty small. Remember that.
4.
You pull him into a bear hug. What would he's like resistant of this, obviously, as you're pulling him in. He's trying to pull away, but the balloon is still attached to him, so it's really hard for him to move. So he is currently entangled with you. He is going to try and rake his claws against your back, though, and try and get away. And he does not succeed.
Can I
goodness.
just say to him, there's a better way than this?
What way would there be?
We can completely steal all the honey for ourselves.
Why would I want to work with you? You're a dumb bear. You don't even wear pants.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and eat that pink honey.
As I'm putting the barrels, can I go, he doesn't wear pants either.
Tyler, for the honey, go ahead and roll a d20.
What do I need to get to rage mode?
To rage, you only need, you have to get a 7. You have to get a critical hit. If you do not get a 7, something else is going to happen.
And do I know what's going to happen?
No.
I'm not going to tell you, no.
Oh my god. Please. Please. This would be amazing if it happens. 3.
You take a bite of honey, and instantly, you are now an unhinged, drunken bear.
Oh no! You want to know what? I was just the things. It was just a laughing place. And it was just, oh bother!
He grabs you and he pushes you to the ground, and then he looks to you, Duffy, and he's like, "Well, you were trying to steal my honey too, so he's gonna try and attack you now."
All right, is there more honey, or was there just 1 bite of that honey?
There are 2 more barrels of honey you need to rescue.
No,
the pink honey.
The drunken honey.
Oh,
Pink honey.
the token honey. There is only a
gone,
very
or-
small amount. It was just 1 smack roll full. Yeah.
Oh,
No!
that looks so good. So
You guys do have the tree trunk left.
Can I? Do I have? Is that within reach of me?
Who had the tree trunk? Was it Winnie? Humphrey?
Winnie.
Which one of you? Winnie?
Humphrey has
I'm
it.
getting
Winnie had
conflicting
everything.
stories. Humphrey, if you were holding the tree branch, you guys would have been within reach with you by trying to get the honey into the right vehicles. They probably could reach over and take it off of his person.
All right, I might as well try this thing. Let's grab the tree trunk or the branch, and do I smack?
Go
Do I
ahead.
smack it on the ground?
You smack it on the ground. That's how you activate it, and now it's a giant tree.
All right.
Now
All
roll
right.
for bear.
Let me use to defend myself here. I have 3 bear, by the way, because I ate some honey.
Oh yeah, it
before.
never moved
I don't
over.
think
Yeah,
Ben ever fixed
correct.
that.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. 3.
You whack him and you can hear a crunch. Actually, it did some damage to this like inner structure skeleton of the animatronic, and he's now kind of like cockeyed. Where like he's like straight, You thwapped this guy, and then your tree branch returns to normal.
All right.
Did we
Duffy
take the
doesn't normally resort to violence.
Did we take those tasers from the security guards? Does somebody still have that taser?
I don't know. Do you guys still have a taser? Does anyone have a taser?
You have a gun. I know it doesn't
But
work.
it's fake. Who had the taser?
I did not, and I'm not there also. So.
Me and Teddy Bear were attacked by those 2 security guards who did have a taser. Assumedly, if we took their pants, then we have their taser.
I will
Either
allow
that or
that
they're
argument.
naked with a taser somewhere.
Correct. Yeah,
I think we would
I
have
will
taken their
say
tasers.
you
Yeah,
guys
okay.
would have taken their tasers. So yes, you do
Duffy
have a
was
taser.
so
except
overwhelmed by the violence he committed that he is now gone.
he is now gone. Hopefully, our Duffy friend does come back.
So while he's off kilter, then can I push Br'er Bear into the water?
You may go. Go ahead and try. Roll for bear. Roll for bear with advantage.
1.
Awesome. He is down in the water. He is very hurt. He has a kinked inside. He's starting to get waterlogged because the water is running. It's getting in his mouth. It's just not a very good sight. The balloon popped when he fell. So he is kind of down for the moment.
Okay. Then I would like
the logs
to take
are gonna hit him.
Good. I would like to take the taser and tase the water. And then let him get hit.
You are in the water, so I will say that could blow
Wait, am
back
I in the
on
water?
you.
I want to get out of the
All
water.
of you are in the water. Winnie the Pooh is laying face down in the water at the moment because he is drunk.
We're not standing up on the sides of the.
Well, you guys could be standing up on the sides. Winnie the Pooh is definitely not on the sides. He is in the water right now. He is not having a good time.
Okay, then I'll pull Pooh out of the water.
Okay.
Pooh.
Yeah. Pooh has been dragged out of the water, coughing, trying to get all of the water out of his lungs. Definitely still drunk and not having a great time. Yeah.
We should all buy a house together. It would be so cool. You guys want to go in on a DVC resort? We should start a band.
Can I take that
love
back?
you guys.
I would like to taste him.
You had such a great summer.
Okay, so now he's the only one in the water. Him and the
He is the only one in the water,
logs.
yes.
Now I'd like to taste the water.
Roll
Can
for
I
bear
fall
with
inside one of the
initiative.
logs?
Roll for
You may
what?
jump inside of one. Roll for bear with or advantage. I almost said initiative. That's not what we're looking for.
2.
You successfully tase the water, and Br'er Bear looks to be down for the count. He flopped around for a little bit. You kind of smelt burnt fur, and then he just stopped
in the
moving.
water. How did he get burned in the water?
Taser.
Disney magic.
Electricity.
Okay.
I'm really
The
gonna have to
logs-
redo this ride.
It appears that you guys do have a couple of moments if you want to try and get the rest of the honey.
Yes.
Let's take
Definitely.
all the honey except for like 2 pots.
What is he saying?
That's mean.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I was drunk. You guys, let's just take all of this, but let's just like leave him like a little bit just to show that we're like not really the bad guys here. We're just trying to get back with the line.
Well, I don't think there's anyone else here that eats honey.
We're all bears.
No, I
Yeah, but
think he
there's
means
no one else
that
here.
Br'er Bear is dead.
Oh.
But we really can't be sure.
As a ride operator, you could try and, scope out what's going on with him if you'd like to.
I can reanimate him. I left him real for necromancy. No,
How many times do we get to kill him?
I love Full Metal.
You want to check on him?
No.
Okay.
Let's just get this honey. And
Okay,
get
let's
outta
just
here.
get the honey and get out.
Okay,
I'm in one of
I
the
need 2
logs
more.
with the honey.
You're in the log with the honey. I need 2 more people to try and grab some honey here.
I mean, I'm drunk.
Try again.
Does that give me
You
a
are
disadvantage?
drunk. You are probably not
I
going to
rolled
help
a 1.
Humphrey. You definitely get another 1 thing of honey.
Yeah.
Duffy, would you like to try?
Henry,
Yeah, I
you're
rolled
so
a 6.
strong.
I can't pick up this honey.
You can't. Would someone like to help Duffy? Maybe Henry, you're really strong. Duffy
Yeah, I
is
can
really
help him.
small. Okay.
1 again. Disadvantage is the
So
greatest.
Wow.
you actually just pick up Duffy and you put him in the barrel and then you set him in the ride vehicle. Humphrey is already in a ride vehicle. You guys need to get Winnie the Pooh just kind of falls into one drunkenly. Henry, if you want to hop in a ride vehicle, you guys
Yeah.
can just
Okay,
ride
buddy.
them on out of here and
Okay.
try and meet up with Teddy Bear.
Pooh,
I
put your
got
hands
you.
up!
And we beat the game!
That, we're gonna go ahead and hand wave some of this with you guys getting out of the attraction, bringing the honey back in, and we'll say that in the finale room of the Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is where we're gonna wrap up the story. Together, a group of comrades and friends banded together to help out Winnie the Pooh. You have defeated evil. You kind of, sort of cured world hunger in the case of Winnie the Pooh. You proved that it doesn't matter if you're a bear, that you or anyone can do anything if you put your mind to it with some good old-fashioned teamwork. Thank you all for playing, and I hope you have a great night. Thank you guys for watching.
Woo! Oh,
And that was Winnie the Pooh's Honey Heist. Thank you guys for playing.
Nice job.
That was good.
Thank you.
What?
Thank you.
What was that?
That was fantastic.
Oh my gosh, y'all, that was amazing.
Thank
Oh.
I'm not going to be able to
Henry's
stop
really
talking with this accent.
Yeah, you're done now, Shannon.
Oh my
You
gosh.
have put yourself, you have typecasted, and you are now the Southern Belle, I
Oh
think.
my gosh.
Oh,
Oh man.
I'm so
My
upset.
only
I'm
regret.
Write
just
that
gonna-
down for my RPG.
So I do want us to have like an open discussion. You guys can ask me questions. We'll take questions from the chat. You guys can ask each other questions. I want to get to the start though, because I want Charlie to be able to talk about what he had created because it never got a chance to come into the
Yeah.
story,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
really, really want you to
Yeah.
explain what you had created.
So-
It is amazing.
So we had I've got Sammy the raccoon here, and he's the only character who didn't really get to play much. So we had a failsafe at one point. If we were like really hemmed in and surrounded, and like everyone is up against it, and we're about to go for a TPK, that's when Sammy the raccoon wakes up and he pulls out a little card out of his raccoon pocket and he like chitters into it and clicks it, and it's got like an R, like the Avengers A, but like of an R, and then like out of nowhere,
Ben, you can go ahead and pull it up. It's very cute.
Yeah, there you go. And it's just out of nowhere,
We could have
you just hear
used this.
scampering of little tiny feet, and then like the raccoons, for the raccoon animatronics from the Rivers of America, and Rocket Raccoon from Mission Breakout, who's he's over in Florida because his park is closed. He's looking for work. And then the Splash Mountain raccoon who plays the harmonica like at the end, Miko from Pocahontas, Rocky the raccoon from The Incredibles who's over in Pixar Place, the twins who dress like raccoons from The Lost Boys on Peter Pan's, and Bandito, a beanie baby who was left in the park in '98 and was just accepted as one of their own. And they all just come in, and it's like the Raccoon Avengers, and they just beat everybody up and like clear away everyone except Br'er Bear to enable the boss battle. But like we went about it so many different ways. There was no.
I will say the man that wrote this game. Let me go back because I do have it written down. Grant Howitt. He created this really cool another game similar to this. Called Crash Pandas, where it's a bunch of raccoons that have to race vehicles, and I feel like the the Raccoon Avengers, we could turn this into their own one shot. So I don't think they're dead. I think that this is just the start of them. So that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah,
I would love to see the Raccoon Avengers come back to life.
Raccoon Avengers.
Somebody,
I think that we have the art already.
And rewrite it.
Yep. Okay, so what did you guys think?
I just want to know, Alicia, how much did I ruin what you had planned?
Pretty much nothing. I had kind of accounted for every situation that you guys threw at me, so...
Even that Winnie the Pooh is the secret villain?
That was amazing.
So I didn't write any reason that Br'er Bear had taken the honey, because I wanted you to kind of figure it out, and I knew you would. So I didn't quite know when you first met him how he was going to react, but I think it worked out in the end.
I was like,
it was a good backstory.
I was like, I was trying to think of a backstory. I was like, how do I? Why would he steal it from Winnie the Pooh? What did Winnie the Pooh do to Br'er Bear? What happened? What's happened to Br'er Bear? His tail's gone. Oh no, I stole it.
That was joke.
I just watched the Winnie the Pooh movie before this, the 2015 one, where Eeyore's tail has gone missing, and so that's why I told the story that I stole Eeyore's tail. And then after that, I'm like, oh, I stole Br'er Bear's tail. That was a setup. I've just gone around stealing tails apparently when I'm drunk on honey.
I was about to ask if you had that in mind when you said that first story, because that lined up so smooth.
I wrote down right at that moment. I just wrote down in all caps, "I stole Br'er Bear's tail." Pete made me do it.
I love it.
Yeah.
There is a question from the chat. Is this canon or non-canon? This is non-canon. The only person that I borrowed was Ben. The bears are not real in the regular seasons of WNT The RPG. I just wanted to have some fun, and when Tyler and I talked about doing this, I was like, I don't want this to be canon. Like, Br'er Bear should be alive, probably, and I think you guys might have killed him.
Such a dark turn.
Hey, you guys really, I had accounted that I had accounted that you guys would take out some form of security to get like costumes and stuff. I didn't anticipate so much death.
Oh, I didn't anticipate so much death. Oh.
We just knocked out security. It was fine.
I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail for this video to be just that quote with the title.
I did to make more friends.
I know you did.
I knocked so many people out.
Yeah. I did account for you being a taken away, Nick. I have that as a scenario that I thought about, so I figured that at some point you were going to be taken away. Because Duffy's really cute, so why wouldn't people want to steal a Duffy? Makes sense.
It's true.
Yeah.
So I want to give Alicia some props that she's also been getting in chat for doing such an amazing job with this, especially with the party. The party split at the beginning, like the absolute first moment of the campaign, and you just handled that so smooth. It's like and cliffhanger, cut to the other scene. And it worked so well. That was amazing.
You say like don't
Thanks,
split up
guys,
the party.
for splitting the party and making my life 10 times more complicated. I'm like, where were they? Where were they? I don't remember what they were doing. We're just gonna make it up.
You did amazing with that.
That was great.
It was seamless. I was a little disappointed none of us went full bear or full criminal.
I know. You
Yeah.
guys actually did a really good job.
We got
doing
close,
that. Like when
you and me.
Yeah. I was
I
really
stayed in the
impressed
middle
with
the
you
whole
guys.
time.
You did. You
I
guys,
was like,
with
honestly,
your
it would be so easy for me to go like, oh, I didn't actually care if you guys wanted the honey or not. I was just here for a fun night out. But it worked.
You were there for Henry. It's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it.
Yep. No, I am very happy with how this turned out. You guys did really good.
Patrick said I can't kick the southern drawl. It's true. It's
Adam-
stuck on me now.
Adam says, what would Pooh do if he ate the space honey from the Tomorrowland episode? Because that Joffrey's kiosk was run by the bee.
Oh, right.
Everything that they would have eaten from the bee would have taken away 1 HP because it would have been damaging to their bodies. So it would probably do some damage to Pooh as well.
Pooh almost took some damage there. And that was another thing, like, because the system is so lax, I didn't want any of you guys to, like, get hurt, so let it slide. If this was, the actual RPG, you probably would have been taking some damage, but this is just a fun
I thought that was
little
cool
game.
how Humphrey had tied the balloon to the villain. Like, that was a cool twist.
I did not
And it
see that coming.
backfired.
I was like, oh, they're going to use this to float out of here, float some honey. And then you're like, I'm going to tie it to him. I'm like, that is a use, sure.
I wrote that down. I wrote that down in our chat. Because you just went, oh!
Yes.
And I know that. Oh.
I was like, I guess you could do that. There's no rule against it, so. And I'm glad that you guys used all 3 items, which made me happy. So the art was used.
Well, yeah, at the end, I figured we had the twig, and I figured that might be my best way to get out of that. But I kind of wanted to just, give Br'er Bear a hug. We tried to make friends. But I didn't
not
know
a
which way to
happy
go,
bear.
So I figured I'd use the
It
twig.
was too late.
Yeah.
He was like full bear, you guys. Like if there was a scale of bear, he was hitting a 6. So
I thought that was the funniest thing was like I was trying to like go the pacifist, is that the right term? I was trying to go the pacifist route of just like, hey, this is all a misunderstanding, let's make up. And he's like, I always hated you or something. Oh, that was so funny. You just would not relent to like making it a happy
was full
ending.
bear. He hated you.
That was so funny.
And I'd like to give
good
props to
thing-
Wolf and his fish because I thought that was very cute.
That was
You were
such a good,
so-
fun side bit. Oh my
so
F in the
good
chat
at
for
Humphrey.
fish.
F in the
I was
chat for
like-
fish.
I was like, we
Thank
gotta make this fish thing. Like, it needs to pay off somehow.
So good. I just felt so bad because you were so dumb. So I was like, yeah, of course this is gonna like fall apart when it goes in the water, and I'm going to crush your soul. But it's also funny. So
Exactly.
It's not just that it didn't work. It's that it like sparked right in front of him and he was figuring it out in real time. That was
At that moment, Humphrey was like, oh, that's why he was in my pocket the whole time and he didn't need any water. I get it, but still.
That was the best quote. It was like, are we near water? No, you're not near water. Soon.
so good.
I can't believe like the only one I rolled was to lasso with my boa.
I know.
That was so good.
It was like straight sixes except for that.
That was so good.
That was so funny.
Yep, these
Can I
rolls.
just
But like I
say
said, you
really
guys
quick-
did a good job managing back and forth. So go ahead, Tyler.
I was just gonna say I had two banners that already had the Fantasyland background on it. I made it for a previous show. We used to do Werewolf, and that was just like a fantasy village. And I'm like, oh, I should run and grab those from downstairs, and I could put them behind me because it's like at the Magic Kingdom. And I taped them up, and I bulldog clumped them, and then right as Alicia was like, welcome to the show, it just flopped down, and I'm like, oh, come on. It was like that throughout the whole first half.
See, I was telling you before the show, gaff tape, man. Come on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. At one point, I had said in chat, and Penguin's saying it now, that Wolf was the Pete Carney of this episode because he was like in character, and he came up with a story arc and didn't tell anybody.
Yep. It was super good. Super good. All of you guys exceeded my expectations. I was very happy with it. Yeah, this was good. This was very fun. And I think when you guys
okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that I really enjoyed how great Duffy was with the eyes in the sky and that the whole contents of the locker. Like that was just such a great
coming up with other bears being in there, like so good.
Like you kind of got put in a place by yourself, and which is really rough to do, and then you took that and like just ran with it the whole way, and that was just really good to watch.
Yeah.
So I will say that when you
Yeah.
guys rolled for your roles for like what you were gonna do within the story, like your job for the heist, I have numbers that go with specific roles. Those kind of went out the window because I needed to make sure that we had a ride operator. So when Shannon was rolling and rolling and rolling, I was like, okay, whatever number she gets, she's being the ride operator. Someone has to turn on this attraction. And then Ben messaged me and he was like, you don't have a thief. And I was like, we don't need a thief anymore.
Yeah.
I've got the doc in front of me because I had some because there was also like the technical stuff in there, and there's just like a note in here that says DM note: make sure that you have at least a ride operator, muscle, and thief. And I'm just like, hang on, I don't think.
Oh. But I was like, it's too late. Everyone already rolled. I didn't see the own note I wrote myself. That's in bold and red. Like it's right in front of me with DM note. Make sure you have at least a ride operator, muscle, and thief in red. Totally bypassed it. Whatever. You didn't need a thief.
It didn't come up. It worked fine.
The only time it would have mattered if you guys had gone. I had anticipated you guys going to Splashdown to try and get supplies. And you would have needed to try and steal something, then I could have seen you needed a thief. But you didn't go that route, so it's fine.
I got a question for you, Alicia. The original, I remember the original like PDF for Hunny Heist. It said that it was a 1-page RPG that anybody could just like pick up and play. Which I think the original thing was like it was like HoneyCon, and you're trying to break into this convention or something.
Yes,
so how much stuff was originally written, and like did you have to make up everything for this one?
Yeah, I didn't make up, or I wrote everything. The only thing I didn't make up was the roles. And then I ended up changing one of the roles to be ride operator. I forget what it is in the actual game, but like, it's driver. That's what it is.
Right.
So you would have a driver in original Hunny Heist, but we obviously needed a ride operator. Everything else is completely written from me.
Wow.
So we just took the system of like 3 and 3. So, because that's how the game actually works.
I have the like GM page up. It literally, the only story stuff is, it's HoneyCon. You are going to undertake the greatest heist the world has ever seen. 2 things. 1, you have a complex plan that requires precise timing. 2, you are Bear. That's it.
That's it. So even when you're playing the original, you have to do a lot of work. So I did watch.
There's stuff to roll for like, this is what the convention is like, but
yeah.
I mean,
and then like in the normal one, you would roll for like disguises, but you guys already have disguises because you're bears, so we didn't roll for that. which I prefer. You guys came dressed up, and that's more than I could ever ask for. So, yeah, lots of creative thinking.
We started this with our plan was, hey, let's just go do recon, and it turned into, 2 security guards. Let's kill them and take their clothes. And, like
we didn't.
Whatever our plan was, did not there were so many curveballs. Eventually we were just rolling with it. We were like, okay, let's do A. Oh, that didn't work. B, C, D.
Well, and I think what's really fun about this system is that I play D&D every week. I love the rigid structure of having skills and checks and rolling for initiative and having a round to do battle. But there's something about having a game that's just so lax where you can do anything you want. Mm-hmm. And I think that works really well for a story to be told like this. You guys could go crazy. It was an open sandbox, and it was, you had an objective, and it was how do you get there? And I liked that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely at the beginning, there was a moment where I was like, what do we do?
Yeah. I don't know. And I tried to kind of help work you guys into it. Yeah. Yeah. But it's really easy to play, so.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
I've wanted to play it for a while now. I'm really excited that we played it.
I know. I've watched so many podcasts and stuff of people doing it that I was like, I want to play this game. So I'm just going to make myself play it, and I'm going to write it. So.
How'd you find this? Was it just the fact that you follow other podcasts?
Yeah, Critical Role did this years and years ago, and they did characters from their own universe. And so I was watching Marisha Ray DM it, and she just did such a good job. And I will say that the tree branch idea did come from that, because she had just a regular piece of wood that expanded and they hit an enemy with. And I just changed it to be the Animal Kingdom tree, because that makes sense for this world.
Okay, yeah.
So that was the only thing that I took from them. But yeah, I just watched her DM it, and I was like, shit's so good, and this looks so fun. So
I've heard the Adventure Zone and Dungeons and Daddies do it. Okay. For bonus episodes.
Loading Ready Run just did one a few weeks back. Alicia messaged me that this was going to happen at after it had been in the planning stages for a while, and I'm like, these other folks just came out with this the other day. I was just watching that. Awesome.
The Adventure Zone is actually doing a second one next week.
Oh, cool.
That's funny. Copiers.
You guys need to send me all these different RPG stuff, because I want to do one. I just don't know. I don't watch
Grant
it,
Howard.
kind of thing. That's cool.
Grant Howard just has a ton of these one-page ones, because I've heard people do other ones of his. The Witch's Dead is another good one.
His website is fantastic. He has all of this stuff for free, but he you can donate just so that he does make some form of money off of it. But it's whatever amount of money you want to give. So I think we paid $1 to play this, and then I downloaded it, and it's on my Google Drive now. So we have it forever.
I put the link in chat so anyone could check it out.
Awesome.
And then I will say thank you to Ben for running tech for us tonight, because I kind of came to him and I was like, Ben. I don't want to DM and run tech. Can you please run tech?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, of course. So I just got to play and make pretty housing, and that's all I had to do. So, yep. All right, well, I think that this was super fun. Thank you guys for coming along on the crazy story and ride and doing so good. Of course, and yes, you made your debut. You are now a part of the WDWNT online video family. Charlie is amazing. We love him. So, all right. I think we're going to hop off and say goodnight for the night. Thank you guys for spending my birthday with me, by the way. This is the best
Yes! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thank you. We had an awesome episode of Geekly Kingdom earlier also, if you want to check that out. And I think that's it. So good night, everyone. Thank you. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you next time.
Just roll the dice and follow.
Hi, Ben.
You're the end card. Point at stuff.